Hello, all you beautiful gems. Happy Tuesday and Happy New Year. Oh, that's not anything. What? What's happened? Something's gone terribly wrong. It doesn't make any sense. Oh, wait. Yes, it does. I know what I did. Ah, there I am. Happy New Year. Starting off strong. We got this. Damn. I'm back. I'm back. How's everybody doing? Happy New Year. How's your 2026 going? I went full anime hair today. Just whoosh, like I tried to get all of the pink. I almost got all of it. It's very hard. My life's very difficult. I had a very good New Year's. I went and hung out with my friends, Jim Zub, who is currently writing Conan, but he's also written D&D books, Skull Kickers. He's been prolific in the comics industry for years now, and he's actually one of the people who influenced me the most to like get into the Toronto comics community and conventions and things like that. So he invited me to his New Year's gig, and I went and did that and met, I know his wife Stacy, but I got to see their house, which is filled with geeky stuff, and it was very good. Ready to go back to bed will be my 2026 quote. Hey, that's okay. Today, this is a year, listen to me. Come here. This is a year of embracing rest as necessary, as like actually vital to survival for me and anybody else who wants to adapt that, because letting go of the pressure to be productive at all times. We're not letting capitalism run our lives anymore. My worth is not tied to my productivity. And as a creative person, rest is vital to creativity. And I plan on being very creative this year. I plan on making more art, doing more fun streams, having more adventures. I went on a big adventure this morning, actually. Not a big adventure, a little adventure, but it was a fun adventure. If anybody follows me on Instagram, I posted it all in my stories. I'll do that so you can find me. I went for a big walk, which I've been doing recently, but I went in a different direction, which I hadn't done. I went, like normally I go around the lake that's nearby me because there's a walking path around it, but I went and followed the path in the other direction. It was very Silent Hill this morning because it's actually warmer than it has been over the past couple weeks. So it was kind of all like foggy, and we're supposed to get freezing rain later on today. They canceled the buses, right? So yeah, I went on this big like Silent Hill style walk where it was like all foggy through the trees, and there was like path, and then I came out in this little area where this local coffee shop called Brew It Coffee Bar, and I went and got a Ferrero Rocher latte and a s'mores cookie that was absolutely covered in edible glitter. And then they were like, do you want whipped cream on your Ferrero Rocher? And I was like, it's Tuesday, so yes. And then they were like, while I was waiting for them to make it, I was just kind of like snapping pictures around the little cafe because it's very cute, the little setup. And then they were like, so we accidentally, we wanted to put some edible glitter on your coffee, but we like spilled some, and now it's like all over the lid of the cup and everything. And I was like, it's okay. I don't mind at all. And they were like, okay. And I was like, have a great day. And so then I walked. Oh, and then as I was stepping out of the shop, out of the cafe, this guy was walking across like the sidewalk in front of the parking lot, and I was like, that's my friend Omar from Wayside Comics. So I was like, no way. And he turned and looked at me. He was like, oh my God, hi. And like the timing of it was crazy because like I don't normally walk that way. I took a little longer. They took longer to make my coffee, and he was only walking that way because he had put his car in like to get service. So like he doesn't even like neither of us are normally in that spot. So the fact that we ran into each other, I was like, this is cool. So yeah, we chatted and I walked with him for a bit before walking back to my car and then coming home. So it was like such a fun adventure. And then I got covered in edible glitter, and that was great. And the cookie and the coffee were very good. So yeah, that was my adventure this morning. But every time, like I feel like every time I decide on a whim to do something or go somewhere, I like have something surprising happen. And I think if you're looking for it, it finds you. Do you know what I mean? Not to get too like woo-woo about it, but like I think the world can surprise you in delightful ways if you're open to it, you know? My adventure this week will be driving the old lady at work for 2 hours to 2 doctor's appointments. Wow, that's a long way to go. I mean, I guess if I needed to go down to Toronto for something, well, that would still only be like an hour. Yeah, that's a long way to go for doctor's appointments. But I'm glad you can do that for her. Because, like, I mean, otherwise, God, what is she going to do? Pay an Uber? Very well for it. Well, feel free to share the wealth. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm happy for you. That's good. So, I have been waiting to play this game for a very long time. We played the demo. God, when did we play the demo? It had to be last year. Like summer 2024? That wealth would be going to my throne. LOL. Perfect. I love that for you. Yeah, we played the demo last year of Love at the Milky Way Diner. It is a Canadian creator and their partner who got laid off from the animation industry and decided to make this game. And it's such a work of love, and the designs are adorable and fantastic. And I have been eagerly awaiting the release of this game. They released in the first few chapters in December. I have the early release. I don't know if it's totally out now. Actually, I should put up the Steam link because that's the whole point. Do that and we'll pin it. Perfect. And but I mean the agreed upon price was $400 for the day. Well, I guess if you're driving 2 hours there and then you're gonna wait because you're not gonna drive back and then drive back, so you're gonna wait there for her appointments and then drive 2 hours back. So it is like a full day, but that's good money for sure. Especially US, that's like 600 Canadian. No, it's like 500 and something. Yeah, that's good money. That's like a side gig for you though, right? Or is that your job? Anyways, yeah, so I've been waiting for the game to come out. I've been watching them develop. They started the Kickstarter. I backed the Kickstarter. They actually raised enough to get voice acting in, which like at first I had contacted them to be like, hey, if you want me to do a voice on this game, I'll do a voice on this game. And then they were like, we ended up going with like union work, and I'm like, yeah, do that for sure. So I would have loved to do a voice on it though. Actually, just one more thing before we get into the game. Last night at work, I always sing when I'm at work because I'm alone in my office pretty much, like doing the RTS and stuff, and I have my music playing and I sing. And so yesterday, and like I've been in that office now for like 2021, right? So like 5 years. Well, 4, because I started in September. So a little over 4. So, like, most people know me, but they don't necessarily know that I sing and stuff. So, one of the carriers stopped by while I was singing K-pop Demon Hunters. And I was going all out, as I do. And he was like, you need to be down in Toronto on, like, doing equity shows. Like, you need to be doing musical theater. And I was like, haha, thanks. And he was like, no. He was like, give me your phone number. My wife's going to call you and we're going to get you an agent. And I was like, okay. I was like, I'm 43. He's like, I don't care. He's like, there are women out there. And he named like 5 women. He's like, they're all over 40. Like, you could absolutely be up on the stage. Like, I thought I was listening to Wicked. And I'm like, over the years, I've had a lot of people compliment and be like, you should do this. You should be doing this. You should be doing this. And like, it never really pans out to anything. So I was like, thanks, here's my number. Like, whatever. It doesn't cost me anything to give my number to somebody. But at the same time, I'm just like, okay, like, it's very nice. But I feel like I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe I'll get an agent. You're unemployed, so this is basically like your job. Okay, well, that's all right then. Job's a job. Work's work. Money's money. Anyways, let's get into the game. I'm very excited. I want to start a new game because it's been ages. Oh, okay. First name is Aqua. Last name is Gem. Pronouns is she, her. I'm white as fuck. I'm so white. I'm Scottish white. I rub my eyes. I'm still feeling groggy and stiff from my time in the transport ship's stasis pods. I stare out of the ship's many windows and into the emptiness of deep space. I'm sitting in the observation lounge of Argo 24. Your best choice for inter-system travel leaving the Helios system, with prices that won't break the bank. There are far more glamorous methods of space travel, 5-star cruising ships with luxurious rooms and great meals, where you can spend the long trip between star systems in leisure and comfort. But comfort costs credits, and I'm pretty short on those. So it's budget travel and budget stasis pods for me. And the Argo space fleet is known for being especially no frills. The ship dips and my destination comes into view. There it is. The Deep Space Station Hesperides. And my famous clip where Jade was like, Hesperides nuts. My new home. It's a sleek Arulian design with habitat and docking rings orbiting around the station's main superstructure. Spacecraft zip in and out and around the station like bees circling a hive. Unfamiliar alien designs and unexpected shapes. Thankfully, I was able to utilize an onboard sonic shower and freshen up before making my way here. My stomach rumbles and I pull out the complimentary juice box and small biscuits that were left by my pod for me to find when I woke up. I tear open the package and nibble on the slightly sweet and crumbly digestive. The biscuit is plain and the strawberry juice box is warm, but it's my body's first solid food in 2 weeks, and it's a relief to my empty stomach. I watch as one of the smaller ships head towards a spot in space marked by blinking buoys. There's a flash as the ships speed past them and into the wormhole, disappearing from sight. There are 4 other spots like this in the area around the Hesperides, stable wormholes each leading to a different place light years away from here. Attention all passengers, we are now beginning docking procedures for Deep Space Station Hesperides. Please make sure to bring all your belongings with you as you disembark. On behalf of the captain and all of our crew, we thank you for choosing Argo Space Transport. I disembark from the Argo 24 into a massive arrivals hangar. I'm immediately met with the shift in artigrav. The difference between the calibration of the transport ship and the station is slight, but there's just a bit more bounce. All around me are ships of all shapes and sizes from across the galaxy, from large passenger cruisers and cargo freighters to small personal crafts and aliens. A pair of these? I just want one of these. Hesperides! Hi, Inspector. How's it going? Oh, there's my notice to stream. I've never seen so many different species all in one place, hustling between ships, trying to make connections, lining up to collect their bags, and moving cargo around. A dizzying flurry of fur and scales and tentacles and tails. Sounds like my Goodreads. No, kidding. It's so much to take in. Anyways, the Helio system doesn't really get that much interstellar tourism, so seeing other species is a rarity. But this is the Hesperides space station, gateway to the Theta sector and the fringe colonies therein. In this part of the galaxy, humans are the minority. Attention, this is the final boarding call for flight XJ6B6 with service to Crashroth 4. All passengers should now be on board at gate C32. Out of the way! A voice from behind me calls, and before I can react, I'm shoved hard to one side. I'm thrown off balance by the impact, and I tumble forward, hitting the ground hard. My travel bags slide a few feet away from me on the metal floor. I look up just in time to see a Sketrian with a large backpack run and shove their way through the crowd. "Hey, watch where you're going!" growls another voice as I hear footfalls jog towards me. The owner of the voice stops in front of me and crouches down to meet my eyes. Are you ready? Here she is.
Are you okay?
A voice. There was a voice. Hold up. I should make sure my sound volume. Let's turn the music and turn the voice volume all the way up because that was a little bit quiet. Okay. There she is. Big strong lady. She says with concern in her deep voice, she's an alien, a Ka'atri. She has a worried look in her golden eyes. Pulling up next to her is a hover cart piled high with boxes. "You're not hurt, are you?" "I'm okay. I might have a bruise or two, though," I say sheepishly as I rub my right elbow, which bore the brunt of the impact.
Here.
"Let me help you stand." This is great. She extends her large clawed hand towards me, and I take it. She pulls me up with ease. I can't help but be slightly startled by her strength. Big, strong lady. Thanks. I say and crane my neck to look behind her, trying to spot my errant bags. Following my gaze, she turns around.
Anytime.
"Oh, don't mention it," she says brightly as she reaches down and grabs my 2 bags, throwing them both over one of her shoulders with ease.
I'm Kyle, by the way.
I like her. A giant woman. She flashes me a toothy smile. Her teeth, her fangs. I'd seen Ka'atrian vids before, or from a distance a couple times on Mars. But this is my first time really meeting a member of their species up close like this. She's kind of beautiful. I catch myself thinking, beautiful and strong. I'm like, wee! I'm so predictable. There is something about her that isn't totally unlike the lioness I've seen in vids of old earthen species. Lionesses. Cal moves in the same powerful, confident, and graceful way they did. Her ears are decorated with gold and sparkling gems. They clink softly as her ears move, trying to catch different sounds in the hangar. She has eyes that shine as brightly as the jewelry that adorns her. They are warm and kind, and the color of liquid amber. Not to mention her bright blue hair. It looks so fluffy and soft. And to top it off, she's friendly and kind, rushing over to make sure a random stranger, an alien like me, was okay.
Well.
Girl, calm down. Jeez Louise, that's right in my ear. What's wrong? Cachette got your tongue? No, I just spaced out, that's all. I flushed slightly. Did she notice me staring? I hope not. I'm Aqua.
Well,
Aqua. Let's get you to where you gotta go. Do you have a connection to catch? Oh, no connection. This is me. I'm actually moving on to the station.
huh.
Really? Well, in that case, I'll bring you to the arrivals. I'm headed there myself. Follow me. She smiles an easy smile and nudges the parked hovercart next to her tail. It whirs to life and follows her as she starts to walk, my bag still slung over her shoulder. Clearly, she has no intention of letting me carry them myself. I decide I'm just going to roll with it for now. I still feel pretty rough from my time in stasis. I'm not about to protest. I dust myself off and start to follow her through the crowd. So, Aqua, you're moving on to the Hesperides? What brings you to this side of the galaxy? If you don't mind me asking, that is. We get a lot of folks passing through, as you might have noticed. But it's not every day someone decides to make an extended stay here. I guess you could say I'm looking for a fresh start. I'm taking over my late aunt's diner.
Really?
The Milky Way diner? Yeah. How did you know? The Milky Way diner is a Hesperides station staple. I'd heard it was closing after your aunt passed. It's good to hear someone's keeping that place up and running. It's an important spot for the community here, and when you're this far away from home, community is everything. It's a lot to live up to. I had no idea it was so popular. I wouldn't have gotten Lioness, but sure, okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah. You and your aunt weren't close? Then, quickly, as if catching herself, she says, Sorry, I don't mean to pry. You don't have to share if you don't want to. No, it's okay. We weren't. Not really, anyways. I only met her a couple of times in my life when she came to visit family at the Helios system. She had her own thing going here. Her life out in deep space. The diner. My parents never really had the creds to take us out of the system to visit. About a month ago, we got word she had a stroke and passed away. Then we got the will, and it said she would like one of her family members to take over if possible. She didn't have any kids of her own, so here I am.
Wow.
So you just dropped everything to come out here? That's pretty bold for someone who's never left their home star system. I'm impressed. Not much to drop when the company you've been working for goes bankrupt and you're out of a job. Fresh start sounded pretty good after that. It's true. No job, no love life. My friends from college and I had drifted apart. Sure, my family was there, but they all had their own stuff going on. There really wasn't much of anything holding me back. Buying a one-way discount ticket to the gateway of the Theta sector and running a diner with no experience seemed like a much better option than just continuing to aimlessly drift around home.
Yeah.
I get that. Sometimes change is good. Cal reaches over and gives me a gentle and reassuring pat on the back. You've got this. I'm sure the Milky Way diner is in good hands. There's a warm and reassuring look in her eyes. She's so easy to talk to. I'm thankful to have met someone as kind as Cal as soon as I arrived. And what about you? You said we get a lot of folks passing through, so I guess it's safe to assume you live on the station?
Sort of.
I'm a cargo runner, so I'd sooner say I live on my ship rather than here. The Hesperides is kind of like a home base for me, though. Got a good, steady list of clients here, not too far a trip to Rannon, and the people here are nice. What kind of cargo do you run?
Well...
that depends. On? Cal's amber eyes narrow and her ears twitch slightly. You're not a Gabby agent, are you? Cal said with a conspiratable edge to her voice. The Galactic Alliance Bureau of Investigation? No. There's an obvious uneasy tone in my voice. I'm just messing with you, Aqua, she says with a laugh. I transport the usual stuff. Tech, food, alcohol, medicine, fun stuff like that. I do supply runs for a couple of the on-station merchants. You could place an order with me if you needed some ingredients they can't grow in the agricultural deck. I have a great whiskerfish supplier back on Rannon also. She leans in a bit closer and says, just a bit quieter.
I have connections in just about every sector of this galaxy. Whatever it is you might need, I can find it. For the right price, of course.
Alcohol, you say? Pulls out wallet.
Or the right person.
Girl. Cal says with a wink and an undeniably flirty tone in her voice. Am I being hit on Katri right now? Hit on by Katri right now? Cal isn't exactly being subtle. I'm not necessarily surprised she'd be interested in a member of a different sapient species. After all, interspecies couplings aren't unheard of. People from different star systems have been living side by side for centuries. There was even a Martian drama series a few years back about a Naru and a human. I am surprised she's interested in me. Oh. Hey, Durons! Workday, lurk day! Take care, darling. Thanks for hanging out. It's good to see you. Let me give you a shout out. We're just flirting with giant women. Oh, and how would someone like me, for example, go about becoming the right person?
Well,
You can start by letting me buy you a drink, and maybe, who knows, I might just decide I like you.
Decide you like me? So you haven't decided yet? I'm hurt. I say with mock offense, putting my hand over my heart. Kale lets out a chuckle.
Maybe I just want to make sure I was right to have a good feeling about you.
Down. Oh yeah, drink. Flirting with a giant woman sounds like a typical Tuesday. Wait, do I have an IBD command? No, I don't. I should, though. I really should. We're gonna flirt with everyone, because that's my job. Where's my... Why can't I? Here we go. Whee! Then I'll have to take you up on that offer, won't I? Maybe I'll even cook you something on the house to really win you over. Can Catra eat pancakes? I feel like pancakes are diner food. And easy to make, I think to myself.
We can. I've had them before, and enjoyed them. I like sweet things.
No wonder you had a good feeling about me, then. Cal's ears prick up a bit in surprise. For a moment, I think I might have caught her off guard. But she quickly recovers with a devilish smile.
Because you're sweet?
You said it, not me. Cal chuckles and leans down slightly so she's closer to my ear when she says,
You got me there, sugar.
Ah! Cal literally purrs when she says the word sugar. I feel a tingle run up my spine and my face flush deeply. Oh, she's good, I think to myself. She leans away from me with a knowing smile.
I'll give you a chance to get your space legs before I rush you to the nearest bar. I'll be in port for a couple more days. I'll catch you once you're settled.
Woohoo! We stop walking, getting into the short line leading to a kiosk manned by a human in a green uniform.
Right.
All right, here we are,
she says, putting down my bags.
Give me your palm pad. I'll add my contact info.
Here.
That way you can place an order with me if you need anything for the diner. And let me know when you're free for that drink, of course. If we're in the same system, we can chat in real time. Otherwise, you can shoot me a text or voice message, and I'll get back to you once it reaches me.
I know how interstellar communications work, you know. I say with a laugh, handing her my palm pad. This may be my first time out of system, but I'm not totally clueless.
I know. Just a reminder.
She says as she types in her contact details. She hands my palm pad, plan pad, back to me. I notice we've made it to the front of the line now.
I've got to get all this stuff where it needs to go, so I'll head in first.
See you around.
I'll be seeing you.
See you around, Cal. She puts her large hand on my shoulder as she passes by me and walks up to the kiosk, her hover cart following behind her.
Officer!
Officer Shiwu Morency, what's the head of security doing checking arrivals?
From where I stand, now I can get a better look at the human man behind the kiosk. Officer Morency, as Kale had called him. He has wavy chocolate brown hair that curls around the nape of his neck and a stern expression on his face. He's not too tall, with an athlete's build. I can't help but notice the prominent bags under his dark eyes. He looks like he hasn't had a good night's sleep in ages.
Welcome aboard.
Officer, Ashcat called in sick today, so I'm taking over his duties for now. Can I please get your name and purpose for your visit to the station?
His voice is deep and soft with a stern edge.
Really?
Really, Shiwu? We gotta do this whole song and dance every time. It's not like you don't know my name and call sign by now. I know your name, Cal, but regulations are regulations, and there are questions I need to ask every person who goes through arrivals. Now, can I please get your name and purpose for your visit to the Hesperides station?
Cal's tail twitches slightly in irritation as she rolls her eyes.
Ka-El Vashruna.
Cargo for delivery for Ashkef's General, Haley Roswell, and Wayfarer's Rest. Shipping manifest will be under a call sign Starblazer.
Officer Morency types away quickly at the holoscreen in front of him, giving the manifest a quick read.
Thank you.
It looks like everything is in order.
He looks up from the screen at Cal.
This is just a reminder.
That all weapons are left on the ship.
She flips open the flaps in her holsters with a flourish, revealing the empty pockets.
Yeah.
I know. It's not like this is my first time here. I'm only reminding you because you forgot last time.
Really?
Because I was in a hurry. I had a shipment of roe that needed to get back into temperature control. It was losing freshness by the second. They're going They're going back and forth like this, but Kale doesn't sound angry. Just mildly annoyed at the bureaucracy of it all. Kale seems to be the type that chafes up against rules and regulations, and Officer Morrissey doesn't seem the type to loosen protocol for anyone. Arms out. I'm just gonna give you a quick scan, then you're free to go. A pair of spherical float droids deploy from behind the kiosk and float on either side of Kale in her hovercart.
Scanning. Please hold still.
The two droids emit green scanning beams and float around Kale, scanning her and her cargo.
Huh.
By the way, you look more exhausted than usual today. Are you holding up all right? Now it's Officer Morrissey's turn to roll his eyes. He sighs a bit and rubs the back of his neck.
Yes.
I appreciate your continued concern about my well-being, but really I'm fine. It's nothing new. Still, you should check in with Zarya. I did a couple days ago, but like I said, I'm fine. Officer Morrissey's face softens as he speaks. The droids finish their scan and the green lights turn off.
No forbidden articles or pathogens detected. Kale Vashruna, you are free to proceed into the station. Please enjoy your stay.
I brought you something.
Okay. I brought you some new herbal tea from Ronan. I'll leave it in your mail locker.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kale. I'll be sure to try it before bed tonight.
Catch you later.
You better. And let me know how it goes. Catch you later, bud. And with that, Kale gives her cart a nudge and she walks into the station. But not before looking over her shoulder at me and giving me a smile and a wave.
See ya.
Sugar. And with that, she disappears around the corner. I grab my bags and lug them over to the kiosk where Officer Morrissey stands.
Welcome to the Hesperides.
Can I please get your name and purpose for your visit to the station? Officer Morrissey says, meeting my eyes over his hollow screen. Aqua Gem. I'm moving on to the Hesperides to take over the management of the Milky Way Diner. Officer Morrissey raises his thick eyebrows and the corners of his mouth lift slightly into a small smile. Ah, yes. We've been expecting you.
Welcome aboard.
I'm
Officer Shiwu Morrissey, head of security.
Kobold on the edge!
Hi, Queasy! How's it going? Happy New Year! Happy 2026! Ba, 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 ba. Can I please get you to confirm that these details are correct? I also need your travel documents. He hands me the holoscreen. Let me see. I scan my palm pad into the on the holoscreen before handing it back to Officer Morrissey, who gives it a quick once-over.
Right.
All right. Everything looks good. This is a GA Category 3 station, so all Class 4 and above weapons are strictly prohibited on the Hesperides. If you are carrying any energy blasters, phasers, electropulse emitters, or laser swords, please leave them with me. Laser swords. We will store them in a secure location till such time as you leave the station. I don't know if I should joke with him. Good thing I don't carry any weapons then. Can't say I have any need for them. Officer Morrissey smiles a bit at that. I wish more people shared that sentiment. New Year. How's unemployed life going? Are you happy that you put in your resignation? Do a lot of Sapiens try to bring weapons on board? I ask, a bit worried. I'd heard stories on the news of the lawlessness of certain parts of the galaxy where the GA had less control. Stories about pirates and bounty hunters armed to the teeth. Was this station the galactic equivalent of a frontier town like the old Earth Western movies? We're not too far from some fringe colonies. Things are a lot rougher out there. But personally, I've always felt that carrying a weapon invites more trouble than it solves. Correct. He looks up from the screen to meet my eyes. I must look worried because he quickly clarifies. You don't have anything to worry about. The station is completely safe. The Hesperides is under GA protection, and we take our no weapons policy very seriously. You won't be seeing any shootouts on the promenade. Anyways, let's see. I actually have work today. Boo! But I'm having fun knowing that yes. It actually is very freeing to like put in your notice and then go to work. Like, I remember when I got accepted for the cruise ship position, but I hadn't been assigned my ship yet. So I think I got the job back in like August, and I didn't get assigned a ship until November. So even though I didn't know when exactly I was leaving, I had like months of being like,
this is not my problem anymore. Like, and I was running the copy center in Hamilton. I was a copy lead at Staples. So I was like equivalent to a department head, but not getting paid at that. So I was like training new people, and I kept bugging them to be like, you need to find someone to take over for me so that I have time to train them, because there's a lot of machinery. There's a lot of clients who like things a very specific way, like, you know, and they kept being like, yeah. And like, I think they finally decided on someone like a month before I left. And even that, like, I didn't get a lot of time to train them, but I remember just being like, oh, they don't care. Like, they don't care that I have brought sales up. I'm hitting my targets, that I've got this place running like clockwork, that I'm never running out of stuff because I'm always on top of what I'm ordering and how much stock we have of everything, like paper and supplies and things like that. Like, they actually don't care that I make this place run really well. And it was so freeing to be like, I don't have to, if they don't care, I don't have to care. You know what I mean? And like, they don't care if my replacement is shit, you know? So I was just like, I had like a really fun, like 3 months, like September, October, November, of just being like, And I was like telling the regular customers too. I was like, just so you know, I'm leaving, so good luck. Yeah, like if they don't like me, what are they gonna do? Fire me? Yeah, exactly. It's very freeing. But then the great thing about that experience is like, I took that into every job I had after that, where I was like, they don't care. Like, they do not care about me. So like, I can't care more about this job than management does. Do you know what I mean? So every job I had after that, I was like, I'm just here. I'm having fun and getting paid. Like, I'm going to find my fun. I'm going to not care more than they care. So, and that doesn't mean like I don't take pride in my work or do a good job, or especially in a customer service situation, like be helpful and friendly. But like, I don't have to care, you know, and I don't have to take it on board. You know what I mean? Yeah. Let them. You know what I mean? It's very much a let them situation.
Right.
I'll go ahead and update your access files so you can use your palm pad to access the Milky Way diner as well as your quarters. If you'd like, I can have someone from the agricultural deck drop some ingredients off at the diner for you.
Oh, yeah, that would be great. I'd like to take the kitchen for a spin.
Of course.
I figured as much. Let's see, what else? You'll be in room 3 of Living Block B. Your room will have a bathroom with water and sonic showers, a tub, and kitchenette, as well as your bed. Sheets and pillows are provided, and the room has been prepped for your arrival. There is also a common space with a living area and a larger kitchen. Your neighbors have already been told to expect you. Please make sure to introduce yourself when you get the chance, as you'll be sharing the space with them.
I'd heard about similar setups in other stations and space colonies. Life in space can be isolating, so dwellings and neighborhoods are often planned with an emphasis on community building.
Oh my god, by the way, did I show you guys my nails? I got my nails done for New Year's. Look how good they look. I showed her like a picture of what I wanted. Wait, if I do that, you can see them all at once. Like this like fade that she did, and they're kind of dark in the camera, but they are like purple. Hello? Focus? Hello? Whatever. Anyways, I'm very happy with them. They're so sparkly. It's not focusing. Life. Oh, wait. I'm not on the screen. I should be on the gaming screen. Hi. They're currently looking to replace 3 people in a department of around 8. Yeah, so people are dropping like flies. It's already a bad situation.
Noted. Do you like living here? I've never lived off-world, so I'm not super familiar with station life.
Yes.
I do, and I'm sure you will too. Sharing space with your neighbors and living alongside different species can take some getting used to if you're not accustomed to it, but you'll get settled soon, so try not to worry too much.
That's reassuring to hear. This is all so new to me.
It's not the biggest station, functionally. It's kind of like living in a small town. There's the good and the bad that comes with that.
They fired the other two?
Oopsie doopsie. For example, once news got out that the Milky Way diner wasn't actually closing down and Cassie's family member was coming from Helios to take it over, let's just say that you've been the talk of the town.
Small town gossip is a thing even at the gateway to the Theta Sector, huh?
Seems so.
Pretty much. I'm sorry to say.
Officer Mornsey says with a shrug of his broad shoulders.
On the bright side, you're the human that's bringing back a beloved station eatery, so I'm sure you'll receive a warm welcome as a result.
Kale mentioned the diner was really popular. Whoa.
Whoa.
I'm hit by a sudden wave of vertigo. It's like the ground under my feet has given way. Oop. I passed out. I feel my eyes roll into the back of my head and I crumple. I'm fully expecting to hit the ground for a second time in less than an hour, but the impact doesn't come.
That was close.
Okay. Wait, where are we here? Oh my. I hear Officer Mornsey's voice closer and softer now than it was before. My eyes flutter open and I realize why I'm not currently concussed. He caught me. Officer Mornsey's face is only a handful of inches away from mine. This close up, I'm struck by just how handsome he is. His hair falls into his eyes and his thick brows are knitted in concern. A slight frown on his soft-looking lips. Jesus! I'm a thirsty girl! One of his hands supports the head. My head. The other is wrapped around my head. My head. The other is wrapped around the small of my back. He must have vaulted over the kiosk and caught me just before I hit the ground. Oh no! My head is spinning, my eyes going in and out of focus. I don't dare to try to stand on my own.
Easy there. Looks like there are still some sedatives in your system from the stasis pods.
Officer Mornsey says gently. We look into each other's eyes for a few moments. I find myself increasingly aware of the feeling of his hands under my back and head, supporting my weight with ease. Is it just me, or do the dark circles under his eyes somehow make him even more handsome? I think to myself. Girl, get a hold of yourself. I notice a dusting of pink start to cover his cheeks as he averts his eyes from mine.
Do you think you can stand?
I come back to reality, suddenly finding myself a bit self-conscious. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think so. Thanks for catching me.
All a part of the job.
Is it? Is it? I don't know. Officer Morrissey helps me stand, supporting me as I try putting weight on my wobbly legs. Thankfully, I feel the vertigo waning.
Ugh, I feel awful.
I say as he lets me stand on my own once again. Oh my god. Mascara. Okay. I get my bearings and he walks back to his post behind the security kiosk.
Well,
if it's any consolation, you're not the first person to faint from cheap stasis sedatives. Still, you should head straight to the med bay once you've been scanned and cleared. Dr. Saria will take a look at you, and she can give you something to help you as the drugs leave your system.
That sounds like a good idea. I'll do that.
All right, arms out.
Officer Morrissey says as the two float droids deploy. I comply and they take a couple moments to complete their scan.
No forbidden articles or pathogens detected. Aquagem, you are free to proceed into the station. Please enjoy your stay.
I start to pick up my heavy bags.
You can just leave those here. I'll get a delivery bot to take your bags to your room. Just focus on getting to the med bay. It's on level 5.
He types a series of commands into his screen and a rectangular bot comes speeding around the corner and skids to a stop in front of me. With a series of cheerful sounding beeps, it splits from the vertical seam down its middle and a compartment filling the gap between its two halves. A compartment? Okay. As I place my bags into the compartment, I notice a small velvet cylinder perched on top of the front half of the bot. Is it wearing a bellhop hat? Beep beep boop beep beep! Chirps the bot. I know better than to anthropomorphize simple AIs like this, but I can't help but think it sounds happy. I think you could do well as a flood impersonator from Super Mario Sunshine. What's a flood imperson? What? What is that? Super Mario Sunshine.
Oh, F-L-U-D-D? Is that what you mean? I never played Super Mario Sunshine. What'd you call me? a flood impersonator? Inspector Queasy called me a flood impersonator. The little backpack guy? Secret dialogue. Wait, okay.
When Flood scans Mario at the beginning of the game, a profile of the plumber created by Flood himself appears on the left. But the craziest thing is that the text is in Japanese, and if we translate it, there are things that are worth a look, since it's basically Mario's resume. Name, Mario of the Mushroom Kingdom. Nemesis Bauer,
No, I want to hear its
Occupation,
voice.
Plumber, although he hasn't fixed pipes since...
Power up complete.
Oh.
Thank you for purchasing this item from Gad Science Incorporated. Preparing to register customer information. Scanning.
Preparing to register customer information.
Is that what you meant? See? So you're calling her a backpack now. So you want to put things inside her and carry her on your back. Wow. No, I understand. Crazy. Or chirps the bot. I know better than to anthropomorphize simple AIs like this, but I can't help but think it sounds happy. That's certainly not regulation. I'll have to talk to Roswell about this. Rowsell. I think it's supposed to be Roswell about this. Officer Morrissey mutters under his breath. Now loaded with its cargo, the delivery bot closes the compartment and it speeds away as fast as it came. Thanks, Officer Morrissey. I guess I'll see you around then? Officer Morrissey gives me a full, bright smile. Ah.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
See you around, Aqua. Enjoy the rest of your day.
You as well, I say, returning his smile and waving over my shoulder as I head into the station proper. From behind me, I can hear Officer Morrissey call up the next person in line and start his spiel all over again once more. His spiel over again. Jesus, I can't read. We're in medbay. A light chime goes off as I enter the medbay.
I'll be with you soon.
Now, I made her British when I did this. I'm assuming none of them are. I made her British and I made the cute girl Irish, which was very fun. Calls out a calm, feminine voice.
Just take a seat in the waiting area.
They're beautiful! The office is small, with a dividing wall separating the treatment and waiting areas. As I take a seat, I sneak a peek into the treatment area. There is an examination table, as well as an open med pod where a short Arunian woman in a hospital gown sits. A Naru in a doctor's coat faces her, looking at the notes of our holopad. The same voice from before, the one belonging to the doctor, continues.
Right.
As I was saying, thankfully your time in the med pod has healed up your skin from the burns you suffered, and all damage to your eyes was thankfully reversible. I'd still advise limiting exposure to unnecessary visual strain for a few days, limit screen time, and get lots of rest.
You see.
However, Vega, I'm afraid you'll have some permanent discoloration on your skin. I doubt this is what you wanted to hear. Sadly, Arulian skin is particularly prone to scarring, especially after a trauma like the one you faced.
Stop it, Inspector. There is, of course, a possibility it will continue. Oh, sorry.
There is, of course, a possibility it will continue to fade as time goes on, and if you'd like, I could put you into contact with a cosmetic dermatology specialist on Sios. He's an old colleague of mine and is very skilled with reconstructive procedures on Arulian skin. The patient sitting on the med pod, Vega, speaks up. Her voice is sweet and youthful.
Thank you so much.
It's fine, I guess. No, kudos to the voice actors. I just wanted to voice her.
Thank you so much for your treatment, Dr. Saria. That's okay. Really, I don't mind the scarring too much. I'm just happy I'm safe. You are incredibly fortunate that Officer Morrissey was able to get to you when he did. From what he told me, that rusty old ship you flew in was a death trap. You're lucky only the tertiary fuel line burst. If it had been the secondary, or stars forbid the primary, there may not have been anything left for you to put in the med pod.
Here.
Now, here are your clothes. You can go ahead and get changed in the washroom over there. I'm going to take a look at my next patient.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Vega says. She hops off the med pod and walks over to the bathroom, closing the door behind her.
Thank you for waiting.
You can come on over and take a seat in the examination table here. I follow the doctor's instructions, walking over to the exam table and taking a seat.
Hello, I'm Dr. Saria. How can I help you today?
Hi, I'm Aquagem. I just got off a long-haul trip. I've been out of stasis for about 2 hours, but I've been feeling kind of off. Stop it. A bit sore and dizzy. I've had a headache and I fainted earlier. I see. That's not good at all. Saria says, typing notes into her holopad. How long did you spend in stasis? Did you fly on a personal or mass transit craft? Mass transit, one of the Argo Spaceline ships. Saria winces and clicks her tongue in disapproval. That makes sense. The brand of sedatives for stasis on the Argo Space Fleet uses are outlawed in Nauru space for this exact reason. I love that her things change color. I'm sorry you're feeling unwell as a result. She gives me a sympathetic look and types a few final notes into her holopad before placing it on the table next to her.
Stay still while I scan you.
Lie back on the examination table and stay still. I'm going to do a quick scan to check your vitals. Inspector. I better... Alright, stop. I do as Saria instructs and lie down. Damn, look at these angles. I love these close-ups. This is new. She grabs a scanner and leans over me. As she does, one of the tentacles on her head falls in front of her face. She gently pushes it behind her pointed ear. I can see the chromatophores in her skin at the tips of her tentacles shifting different shades of mostly coral pink. But looking closer, I can see undertones of blue and green. I know that Nauru have chromatophores change colors with their emotions, but I haven't learned what each color means. Saria hovers the scanner over me, and I do my best to stay still. After a few moments, it's over.
Ah, yes.
All right, Aqua, you can sit back up now. It seems like your body is still attempting to break down and process the last of the sedatives in your system. That's why you're feeling the lingering effects we call pod sickness. Saria explains as I return to my sitting position. I can give you an injection that will speed up the process significantly. Since it will be going into your bloodstream directly, you'll feel better much quicker. Are you okay with needles? I'm fine with them. Needles don't really bother me all that much. That's good to hear. Sit tight while I get everything prepped then. Saria goes to the cabinet near the treatment areas and scans her palm pad. I watch as she preps the needle, filling it with medicine from a vial. She places it on a tray next to some gauze and some sanitizing fluid. She brings the tray back over and places it in the little rolling table by the examination table.
Here.
All right, Aqua. I'm going to do just a quick swap here to sanitize the area. She takes my forearm in her hand. I feel a slight brush of her skin on mine. Her touch is cool, but also incredibly smooth. Like a snake. I love snakes. My eyes meet her golden alien ones as she finishes. Are you ready? She asks, looking at me with a calm, pleasant expression. Can't help but feel a slight flush creep over my cheeks as she says those words. Calm down, girl. Calm down. She's Louise. Then kick myself mentally because there's nothing flirty happening here whatsoever. Exactly. Yeah, I'm good to go. All right, Aqua. Can you breathe in for me, please? And now out. As I exhale, Saria swiftly administers the shot, then covers the small puncture with a little med patch shaped like a little yellow star. I'm a star! There we go. All done. You can lie back for a moment while the medicine does its work. I'm going to go clean this up. I lie back down on the table as Saria sets about putting her supplies away. So, you're Cassie's relatives that's taking over the Milky Way diner? Yeah. Officer Morency mentioned people on the station have been waiting for me to get here. We have. Welcome to the Asperities.
How are you feeling?
How are you feeling now? Would you like to stand up? I get up off the examination table. The difference is startling. My headache and dizziness are gone. I feel much better now, thank you. I'm glad to hear it. Are you going to be heading to the diner now? Yeah, I'm starving. Officer Morency said he was going to ask someone from Agricultural Deck to come by with some produce. I better head over there if I want to meet them.
Sounds good.
Sounds like a great plan. Maybe you could come by the diner sometime? I think I'll be open in a couple of days. I was planning on it. It'll be nice to not have to cook for every meal again. As I get myself ready to leave, Vega comes out of the bathroom. She's so cute!
Uh-huh.
All right, I'm off. Thank you so much for everything, Dr. Saria.
Of course.
It was
Anytime.
my pleasure, Vega. Feel free to come back if you need anything else. If you have the time before you head to your room, would you consider stopping by the tech office? Our station's lead technical mechanic, Roswell, it is Roswell, has been looking at your ship. They'll want to talk to you when you get the chance. Maybe you can walk with Aqua here to the promenade. You'll need to pass through it to reach the tech office. And it would be good for you to get a lay of the land, or so to speak. Saria turns to meet my eyes.
Do you mind?
Would that be okay with you, Aqua? I think it would be good if you stuck together. Less likely for one of you to get lost. Yeah, sure. I don't mind. Fantastic. You both remember what I said. Try not to push yourselves too much, okay? And please come back next time you need medical assistance. You've got it, Dr. Saria. Thanks again for all your help. I walk over to Vega and she gives me a polite bow and greeting. I return the gesture.
Oh, hi! I'm Vega.
Cute. She's me. She says, raising her hand in a small wave. I'm Aqua. Let's head out. I turn and nod my head to Saria as we leave the med bay. Goodbye, Dr. Saria. Saria smiles and waves us goodbye. Do. So, how you holding up? Sorry, I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but from what I heard, it sounded like you had a rough couple of days. Yeah, my starship had a malfunction while exiting the stable wormhole, an unstable tertiary fuel line.
Well...
Thought I could handle it on my own, so I tried to fix it myself, but... She gestures to the discolored side of her face. I might have overestimated my own abilities. Thankfully, I was able to get a distress call out before something really bad happened. That must have been terrifying. Oh, it was. I really thought this is going to be it for me. Thankfully, Officer Shiwu and the rest of the rescue team were able to get me to me super fast. I'm holding up pretty well, all things considered. Just a bit stiff. I'm glad to be up and walking. I know the feeling. I just got out of a 2-week stasis early this morning. Feels good to stretch my legs.
Oh.
I've heard those long-haul stasis pods are super awful. Is that why you were in the med bay? Pod sickness? Yeah, they really are. I feel much better now, but I fainted earlier. Thankfully, Officer Mornsey was there to catch me. I think to myself. As we walk through the hallways, I notice Vega staring intently at me. Is there something on my face? I ask and we stop walking for a moment.
Oh! No?
No.
Oh, no, sorry. I didn't mean to stare and make you uncomfy. It's just that I've never met a human in person before.
She's so cute.
Well...
Technically, I met Officer Shiwu, but only briefly, and I was a bit busy trying to not, die. Well, you're the first Aurelian I've ever met, so I guess we're even. It's my first time out of my home system.
Oh, my stars.
Me too, she says enthusiastically. I've met Naru and Sketrians and even Katri before, but never a human. That's not all that unsurprising, I think to myself. Travel visas to the Aurelian home systems are notoriously hard to get a hold of, especially for humans. Vega leans in closer, staring intently at me with her shining red eyes. Up close like this, I notice a slight shimmer to her green skin, almost like she's wearing a light dusting of body glitter. Me too, except it's edible glitter from the cookie I had this morning. And my coffee, that they've spilled it all over. Aurelians, as a species, look like mythical creatures to us humans, like the Fae or elves of the old Earth legends come to life. Their entire race was stupidly, stunningly beautiful by almost all human measures of conventional attractiveness. So, what's your impression seeing one of us in person? I asked, trying to mask my self-consciousness from being looked at so intensely.
Well...
Your ears are kind of funny. They're round. Thanks? Do you want to touch them? Let's take it easy, okay? Let's not get into erogenous zones. Do all Aurelians sparkle? Of course. I guess humans don't. We do not. Not unless we're wearing makeup, that is. I say with a little laugh, shaking my head. Our hair does turn white as we age, though.
Really?
That's so cool. Our hair just stays the same color all our lives. Some Aurelians say humans are pretty ugly, but I don't agree with that at all. She muses matter-of-factly. I raise my eyebrow at her comment. I'm glad you don't agree, but I'd be lying if I said that wasn't a little insulting. And even a bit speciesist. It's one thing for species to have different beauty standards, but to just say it like that...
Well,
what do humans say about us? How to answer that question?
It's a weird quirk of evolution that Aurelians and humans happen to look a lot alike, but the histories of our civilizations could not be more different. The Aurelians were the first GA civilization to harness nuclear fission as an energy source. Incredibly technologically advanced and ridiculously wealthy thanks to their resource-rich home planet of Aurelia Prime and 4 habitable moons. Humans, on the other hand, are best known for being the one and only species in the Galactic Assembly that somehow managed to fuck their homeworld till it was no longer habitable through their own greed and stupidity. Sure, we managed to survive the collapse of our home planet and expand throughout our own solar system with the comparatively rudimentary technology we had developed, but we probably could never have dreamed of achieving interstellar travel on our own. It's doubtful the GA would have even reached out and made first contact with the primitive, resource-poor residents of the Helios system had their hand not been forced. It was an open secret that the Aurelians tended to look down on our species more than any other. And the general human consensus? Aurelians are a bunch of beautiful, rich snobs, blessed with ridiculous good looks and more resources than they know what to do with. That your species is very beautiful. And a bit full of yourselves, I think to myself, but I don't say it out loud.
Thanks.
Thank you.
She says, flipping her hair over her shoulder and flashing me a dazzlingly bright smile before continuing to walk. I got there. Oh yeah, I think. Definitely full of yourselves. I follow her down the hall. I love her. She's cute. So, where were you heading before your ship broke down?
I wanted to get as far away from the Aurelian system as possible, so I figured the Theta Sector was a good bet.
That makes sense. The Aurelian moons are all the way on the other side of the galaxy. Even with the help of stable wormholes, it still would have been a 3 or 4 week journey to get there. You're not a criminal or something, are you? On the run from the law, headed to a fringe colony to lie low and plot your next big heist?
No, nothing like that. I just felt so trapped back home, I guess you could say. I needed some space.
Was that supposed to be a pun?
You didn't like it?
I thought it was out of this world. She had to go and ruin it with a pun.
What about you? Why are you here?
Vega asks. You're looking at the new owner of the chef of the Milky Way diner. I say with a proud smile.
Wow.
Oh, wow. You're a chef? Do you serve human food? I've always wondered what you guys eat.
I plan on it, but I'd also like to learn some recipes from other cultures. You should come by if you're still on the station when I open in a couple of days.
Yes, please.
Yes, please. I can't wait.
By now, we'd reached the promenade, and I could see the outside of the Milky Way diner. It was a shopfront like any other on the promenade, but there was a window on the side with the diner's name painted onto it in a bluish-green letters, which made it unmistakable. Speaking of the diner, this is me. Do you think you'll be able to make it to the tech office on your own from here?
Yeah, I think I'll manage. Thanks for walking with me, Aqua. Do you think I could maybe get your contact info on my palm pad?
Then a bit more shyly, she adds,
Just so you can let me know when you open your diner. I promise not to bug you.
haha, cute flirty girl who's worried about being too much. It me. Sure, Vega. She hands me her palm pad and I type in my name and contact info, then add first human friend. She takes her palm pad back and beams as she looks at the contact profile.
Oh, you're really my friend now?
Oh, cutie. She asks, hugging her palm pad to her chest. Yeah, I think so. Is that weird to say? Vega shakes her head. I wonder if I imagined the tears I saw welling up in her eyes.
No.
Not at all. I'll send you a message. Make sure to log me as your first Aurelian friend, too.
She turns away from me and begins to walk off.
See you later.
Bye, Aqua. See you soon.
Vega shoots me one last smile, and with that, she very nearly jogs away from me and around the corner towards the tech office. Yay, we're in the diner! Time is it? 12 o'clock, okay. I scan my palm pad and the door to the diner unlocks. There's a slight chime as I open the door. The diner is small and cozy with a couple of booths and some countertop seating. The kitchen is open and there's a door leading to the walk-in and office at the back. I walk behind the counter and explore the kitchen. Pots, pans, knives, and cutting boards all clean and in their place. A few non-perishable ingredients are still on the shelves, but it seems like the walk-in was cleaned out. Sanitation probably did that so nothing would start going bad. I run my hand across the well-used countertop and let my mind wander. The sound of the door chime jolts me back to reality. I turn around and see an Arulian man with an orange work suit standing in the doorway. He carries a large crate under his muscular arm.
Excuse me?
Are you Aqua? Officer Shiwo asked me to bring some fresh produce from the ag deck around. His voice is surprisingly quiet. I very nearly struggled to hear him from across the diner. I probably couldn't catch what he had said if there was any background noise. Yeah, that's me. Come on in. Perks Tech, hi. Gotta keep the awkwardness up. He gives a slight bow towards me as he walks in. Sorry. Okay. You can go ahead and put the crate on the counter here. Thanks for bringing groceries. What's your name?
Oh, it's Adar. I'm a farmer on the agricultural deck.
Yay, he says, placing the crate onto the counter. He removes a small potted plant with heart-shaped leaves from the crate. I also brought you a Varnian mint plant. I thought maybe you might like it. He extends the pot towards me and our fingers brush slightly as I take it from him. I take hold of one of the slightly fuzzy leaves and pluck it off the plant. Nice to meet you, Adar. And thank you. This is edible, right?
Mm-hmm.
Adar nods and places the leaf on I place the leaf on my tongue. It tastes green and slightly cooling. It's nice. Thanks again. This is so kind of you.
It's nothing.
Aw. I place the little plant on a shelf by my cooking station, then lean over the counter to get a closer look at the contents of the crate. Oh. I look into the crate and realize with embarrassment that I don't recognize a single bit of produce. I shouldn't be surprised. This is a multi-species station, home to only a handful of humans. Of course, the ag deck would be more focused on growing crops catering to the myriad of other species that call the Hesperides home. I spot a tomato hidden amongst the unfamiliar fruits and veggies. At least I know what to do with one of these things.
Is something wrong?
Adar asks, worried eyes moving from the crate to me and back to the crate. No, nothing's wrong. It's just that I don't really know what any of these are, except for the tomatoes. I know those. I've never left my home system, and we don't really grow many crops from other planets in Helios.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Sorry, I should have just brought you things you'd be familiar with. He avoids my eyes. The poor guy looks terribly embarrassed. Don't be. You didn't do anything wrong. Everything looks really interesting, and I'll have to learn to cook with what I can get on the station sooner or later. Adar's expression brightens, meeting my eyes once again.
Well,
if you'd like, maybe we could do a little taste test. You could sample the produce I brought, and I could tell you a little about each one. I'd like that. Should I get out a cutting board?
no.
No need for you to get anything dirty. I'm sure this will be fine. Adar pulls out a small pocket knife from one of his overalls pockets. All right, what are we trying? We sit across from each other at the counter and start to go through the box of fruits and vegetables. His voice is still quiet, but his tone is more confident. Which one do I want to try first? Let's go with this guy. Let's try this one. I point to the pinkish red pear-shaped fruit with a crown of spikes on its larger end.
Well,
This is a ruby fruit from Sketro, he explains, picking up the fruit and slicing into it. These used to be near impossible to grow on ships. They're a cactus fruit with very specific requirements. But about 5 standard rotations ago, the Sketrians came up with a gene-modded version that can be farmed on a standard grow tower with some minor adjustments. Higher yielding, too. Adar cuts himself off as if remembering something.
sorry.
I hope I'm not boring you too much, he says sheepishly with an apologetic look.
Here, take this.
The peel is edible, but it's not very tasty. Here. He hands me a peeled slice. The fruit is juicy, slightly crunchy, and full of seeds. It's very sweet, and something about its flavor reminds me of bubblegum. Okay, let's try this guy. This one looks like a big radish, I say, handing Adar the big white root vegetable. It's a snow root. They grow in meltwater ponds on Rannon, near hot springs, but we just grow them in special hydroponic towers here. Adar slices into the snow root with his knife. I'm surprised to see that there are lace-like holes running through the center of the root. He hands me a slice and I take a bite. It's crunchy and starchy, like a potato. There's a slight, zesty, spicy radish-like taste. It's nice. I like the crunch. Adar nods in agreement. There's lots you can do with them. Cook them, bake them, mash them, and eat them raw. They're incredibly filling as well. Let's go this one. This looks spicy. This one kind of looks like a hand with too many fingers. I say, pointing to the red-orange fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sketro chilies are freaky looking, but they're delicious. How are you with spice? I'm okay with it, but exactly how spicy are these? I'm not going to destroy my taste buds, am I?
Well,
It's not that spicy, so you should be fine. The peppers from your home system have a chemical called capsaicin, right? Capsaicin? That makes them spicy. This one has a bit of that too. But they also contain hydroxyalpha sanchul, which has a more tingly effect. That sounds cool. Let's give this thing a try. Adar breaks off a finger from the chili and hands it to me. I go for it, taking a big bite. It's crunchy and very similar to the peppers I've had before. The heat is subtle, creeping up before the tingling hits, numbing my tongue slightly. It's tasty, and the numbing spice is kind of addictive.
do you like it?
How is it? Not too spicy? I shake my head. No, not too spicy at all. It's pretty tasty, actually. Okay, good. Let's try these things. How about this one? I lift up a purple and yellow vine bearing bright purple fruits.
Ah,
Kashri berries from Ranan, the ultimate superfood. These are an incredibly important food source for the Kayatri, and they're also an incredible crop to grow on Agdex. On top of being full of antioxidants, they're one of the best sources of vitamin D you can get. That's nice to have when you're nowhere near the sun, I say, pulling a berry off its vine and popping it into my mouth. Once I bite through the firm skin of the fruit, I'm left with a soft, chewy texture. There is an initial tartness that disappears quickly and is followed by a deep berry sweetness, like a combination of a blackberry and a purple grape. How about this flower ball? Atlas beans. These are a staple in the Aurelian system. We have these in some form or another a couple times a day. You can make sweet or savory dishes with them, and they're a great protein source. This is beans? It's a pod. He picks up the sphere and shakes it next to my head, and there's the slightest rattle coming from inside.
here.
Here, let me show you. He peels back a part of the membrane and shakes 5 large indigo beans out of the pod and into his palm, which he then extends towards me. You can try them raw and fresh from the pod like this, but it's more traditional to cook them. This flower here is edible too, though it's more so used as a garnish to make a dish pretty than as something you'd actually want to eat. I decide to pass on the flower, but go ahead and try one of the beans. Tastes pretty much how I expected. Like any other raw bean I've had before, a bit starchy. Yeah, I think I can see why. I bet if I cooked them, they'd taste much better. Last one. I point to the prettiest fruit of the bunch. Looks like a blue bubble with a pink center. What's this one called?
Well,
This is a sea berry from Nauru. We actually grow these underwater in our saltwater glow shrimp tanks. The plants and the shrimp provide each other with nutrients that keep each other healthy. It's a fascinating symbiosis. Go on, try one. Just take the little top part off before you do. I turn the small crystal-like fruit over in my hand. The outer membrane shines with a bubble-like rainbow iridescence. It's almost too pretty to eat. Almost. I take off the top part as Adar instructed and pop the sea berry into my mouth. The moment my teeth break the outer membrane, I'm met with a gush of salty, slightly sweet water, followed by the sweet tropical and slightly floral taste of the inner fruit. That's so unique. So which one did you like best? Ooh. I mean, the sea berry is very neat. Or the keshri berry. I think sea berry. I think that's cool. It's so unique, and I love the mix of sweet and salty. My favorite. They're so fun to eat. I could eat a whole crate of them. I'm glad you were able to find something you liked, Adar says with a smile. I think I want to try cooking something. It's about lunchtime. Have you eaten yet, Adar?
it's fine.
No, but I'm fine. You don't need to worry about me. I'm not really hungry right now. Adar quickly rises from his seat at the counter. He turns to start to leave, but as if betraying him, Adar's stomach growls loudly. His face darkens in embarrassment. Well, that settles it. I'm making us lunch. It's the least I can now do after you brought me all this stuff. Sit back down and relax. He sheepishly sits down at the counter.
Thank you.
Thank you, Aqua. Sorry for the trouble. Of course, it's no trouble at all. Let's see, lunch, what to make? I think soup sounds nice and easy. How about something from my home? Tomato soup. Still a bit too intimidated to try and cook with these unfamiliar ingredients. Tomato soup is easy, simple, and I only need tomatoes and salt. I mean, you need onions and garlic and a
lot of other stuff. It's time to cook for your customers. Start by choosing the appropriate cooking method for what you want to make. For example, if you want to make soup, select the pot. Okay? You can select pantry or produce from the tabs here. Once you've selected your cooking method, you can select 2 or more produce and or pantry ingredients to cook. Experiment to discover new recipes, and when you are satisfied, serve the dish to the customer. If you are feeling stuck, you can check the recipe app. Okay. Oh dear. Okay. So we need the pot. We need a tomato. We need salt. Thickening agent, flour, milk. I guess we cook. We made tomato soup. Serve. Okay, I think that'll do it, I say, looking over my shoulder from my station. All the while that I've been cooking, Adar has been watching me. One elbow propped on the counter, his hand supporting his head. Of course, every time I looked over at him, he made a point to look literally anywhere else. Eventually, I just decided to pretend I didn't notice and focus on cooking. We're very forward in this space station. No, I don't want to embarrass him. I grab 2 green bowls and ladle soup into them till they're both full. I place 1 bowl in front of Adar on the counter. Then I take my bowl, deciding to eat on the cook's side, standing and facing him. Alright, here you go. I hope it's to your taste. If you hate it, I can try and make you something else. Something about Adar tells me he would never be the type to send food back, but still, I hope he likes what I made. Adar digs in, his eyes widen as he takes the first bite. This is delicious. I really like it. You sure? You don't need to spare my feelings. Adar nods and goes for another spoonful. I mean it. This is so nice and comforting. I feel like I'll have lots of energy after this for when I head back to the ag deck. That's great. I'm glad you like it.
You're an amazing cook.
Thank you.
This is seriously delicious. You're an amazing cook. Have you always been a chef?
I've never worked as one professionally, if that's what you're asking. But I've always liked cooking. It always made me happy to see my family and friends enjoy the meals I made. Same. Cooking's my love language. And seeing you enjoying this meal now, I feel like I made the right choice coming here.
Well,
You know, your aunt told me once that she saw it as an honor to get to cook for people. That it made her glad to know that no matter how bad of a day someone was having, once they came into the Milky Way diner, they'd at least leave with a full belly and a better mood. I feel a similar way about the work I do on the ag deck.
I noticed you get pretty passionate when you talk about plants and stuff.
I've always loved growing things. It's kind of like that happiness you said you get when you see people enjoy the food you cook for them. It makes me happy knowing the plants I take care of will go on to feed my community. There's so much warmth in his coral eyes. I can tell Adar means every single word. You're a really kind person, Adar.
You too.
Thanks, he says with a soft, kind smile. Together we finish our food, chatting a little here and there, but mostly just enjoying the meal and each other's company.
That was delicious.
Thank you for lunch, Aqua. Here, let me help you with the dishes.
He grabs his bowl and gets up from his seat. Adar extends his hand towards my empty bowl, but I slide it out of his reach. He gives me a puzzled look. You're very welcome, but do you normally ask to help with the dishes when you eat out? I ask jokingly. Adar lets out a little laugh of amusement.
No, but I'm not exactly a paying customer right now, am I? So let me give you a hand.
He reaches for the bowl again, and this time I let him take it. He walks behind the counter and heads to the sink. I made this meal to thank you, but now I can't help but feel like I owe you again. Let's wash dishes together. I join Adar at the sink, drying dishes as he finishes washing them and putting everything back in its place. Together, cleanup goes quickly. I wipe down the counters quickly and the diner is just as I found it once again. Thanks for helping me clean up, Adar, and for bringing those ingredients too.
Of course.
Anytime, Aqua. And thank you for lunch. I have to head back to the ag deck now. What are you going to do with the rest of your day?
I think I'm gonna head to my room now and take a rest. It's been a long day already and the afternoon's barely started. Together we walk out of the Milky Way diner and I turn off the lights as I leave. We stand outside the diner on the promenade.
Sounds good.
Sounds like a good plan. You should take it easy. I'll see you soon. Let me give you my contact information. I used to drop off produce weekly for Cassie. I'll do the same for you. I can't guarantee I'll have the same stuff every week, though.
I hand him my palm pad and he swiftly enters his details. He then hands the device back to me.
That sounds great. Thank you. I hope you have a good rest of your day, Adar.
You too.
Oh, I didn't get like a close-up with him.
We smile and wave at each other as we go our separate ways.
Oh well. As I draw close to block 3, I hear voices coming down the hall.
No! Dang it, not again.
There's gotta be a way out of this.
I told you, you've got to keep your eye on your opponent's rook.
I round the bend and take in my surroundings. There is a large common area with a sunken conversation pit where 2 people, a human with red hair and a Sketrian, are playing hollow chess. There is an opening in the right wall leading to a common kitchen and 3 doors, which I assume head to the residents' apartments.
This human game is far too simple, and I believe with this move,
The Sketrian moves the aforementioned rook and captures the human's king.
I win, and your credits are mine.
The red-haired human looks crushed.
Come on, Sedith.
Best 2 out of 3.
That's not what we agreed upon. Besides, I've got work to...
The Sketrian Seteth looks up from the board and his eyes fix on me. The human follows his gaze, theirs landing on me, and their face instantly breaks out into a smile. Hello. I give a small wave.
Oh, hi there. You must be the new neighbor. Shiwu messaged me saying you'd be on your way soon. I'm Roswell. It's nice to meet you.
They climb out of the conversation pit and hold out their gloved hand to shake. Roswell's grip is firm, and their handshake is, well, enthusiastic. I'm Aqua. It's nice to meet you too. I'm your new neighbor, I guess? I'm taking over the Milky Way diner. Sorry for interrupting. It seems like you two were in the middle of a pretty heated battle.
Hardly.
I had just finished claiming victory.
Sedith turns off the holodeck and climbs out of the conversation pit as well, standing beside Roswell.
I am Sedith Sasketterat, researcher.
Roswell elbows him in the side.
Now do the thing, like we practiced.
They say out of the corner of their mouth. Sedith rolls his yellow eyes and extends a 3-fingered, scaly hand, offering it for a handshake. I take his hand in mine. It feels odd, a bit cold, and a far different shape than I'm used to, but altogether a well-executed gesture. After Sedith lets go, Roswell gives him a friendly pat on the back.
There you go, bud. You killed it.
Roswell leans in towards me and mock whispers,
Sedith was super nervous about making a good first impression in our new neighbor. He even asked for a refresher on human greeting customs.
I did not.
Sedith sputters, embarrassed, his tail swishing back and forth in agitation. What is the Sketrian greeting custom? I'm grateful you made the effort, and well, my voice trails off. I really should have brushed up on my interspecies relations before coming all the way out here. Sedith clears his throat and shifts awkwardly.
Well, that's...
Well, the thing is, how should I put this? Roswell leans in towards me and whispers under their breath.
The thing is...
The Sketrian greetings are kind of intimate.
Ugh.
By mammal standards, it's hardly my fault you're all so weird about your chests.
I'm sorry, chests? Sedith pinches the bridge of his nose and sighs.
Allow me to demonstrate.
Roswell suddenly looks very interested in their palm pad, averting their eyes and absently scrolling through messages. Seta turns to the empty space on his side and folds his left arm behind his back.
Well,
First, I would make a fist over my heart with my right hand like so, and then reach out and place my palm over your heart.
Sedith mimes the motion into empty space, keeping his palm in position for about 3 seconds. His movements are gentle and undeniably graceful. He then puts down his arms and turns back to face me.
You would then reciprocate the same gesture. In essence, it is an expression of trust, a way to prove that you are no threat. Having another's claws right above your heart is a risky position to put oneself in, after all.
I glance down and set his hands, 3 massive, thick yellow claws at the end of strong, scaly digits.
There is also this gesture as an alternative.
He puts down his middle finger and makes an arching gesture from his forehead outward.
So like this?
As a non-Sketrian, this will suffice. We understand that other species don't have the same boundaries as we do.
Though if I were to introduce myself to another member of my own species, this way it would come off as cold at best and hostile at worst.
I see. In that case...
Let's do it.
I step in front of Seteth. I'm a bit nervous, but there's no going back now. I steady myself and just go for it. I mimic Seteth's actions from before, folding my left arm behind my back and making a fist with my right over my heart. I then reach out and gently place my hand over Seteth's heart.
Time slows down a bit at that moment. Even through his clothes, I can feel that his body is colder than a human's, and I can feel his heart. Seta's heart, beating hard and fast under my hand, his chest rising and falling under my palm. I look towards his face, and a small smile is playing on his lips. I feel heat rise in my face and realize a second too long has passed. I remove my hand back quickly, as if burned by a stove. If Seta notices, he says nothing.
It's good to meet you.
Seta says with a warm tone. Left hand behind his back, he makes a fist, and with his right hand places it over his heart, and then reaches out and places a palm over my chest, where my heart lays. His large, cold, clawed hand is still and unmoving on my chest, feeling my heartbeat. I understand why this is an expression of trust for his species. He could rip the heart out of my chest if he wanted to, literally. It's good to meet you too, Seta. After the 3 longest seconds of my life, Seta removes his hand from my chest. As if on cue, Roswell puts their palm pad back in their pocket. See what I mean? Intimate. Seta clears his throat. Anyway, welcome to Block 3. Yeah, welcome. How was your flight? Did it go okay? It's a long way from the Helios system. Are you from the Helios system too?
Nah.
Nope. I was born on the Caspar. That's one of the 3 original human extrasolar mobile space settlements, right? Jesus, it's a lot of new words and combinations of words in this game. The 3 Magi, as they're called, are 3 massive ships that left the Helios system not long after first contact with the Galactic Assembly almost 2 centuries ago. Built with the help of the Assembly as a token of goodwill, the residents were the first humans to set out and join the galactic community. Lots of those original passengers ended up settling in established GA colonies. Some would go on to settle fringe planets, but a significant population decided the ships were their home now. They would journey on, exploring the galaxy as generations passed. I remember the first time I took a long-haul transport off the Caspar. It was budget, of course, and I felt like I had the worst hangover for days after being on the pod. The same thing happened when I traveled to the Hesperides. I went to the Milky Way diner feeling like literal death, and Cassie made me the most amazing soup, and poof, I felt better than ever. I swear it was like... Roswell stops mid-sentence, seemingly remembering in that moment that Aunt Cassie is gone. They shake their head and blink back the tears that start to form in her eyes. Their eyes. Your aunt was a really great lady. The Milky Way diner means a lot to all of us here. It's really great that you're carrying on that legacy and keeping it open. Seta nods his head solemnly. She really was something. I ate pretty much all my meals there. We both did. Nothing beats Cassie's spicy fried spiny bug. Roswell sighs wistfully and Seta rolls his eyes again. Cassie's cooking was indeed very good, but that dish is simply a waste of perfectly good spiny bug. No, it's not. Fried spiny bugs are literally my second favorite food of all time. Is it you humans like to say? You could deep fry circuits and they would taste good. All you're tasting is oil, salt, and starch. You can hardly taste the delicate flavor of the meat under all that batter. I personally prefer them simmered. I like to actually enjoy my bugs for what they are. I'm sorry, spiny bug? The name sounds vaguely familiar, but as for what they look like and taste like, I'm drawing a blank.
Wow.
You really haven't left the Helios system. Very huge out here in GA space and in the colonies. Super tasty. Much more subtle than the crickets you get in the Helios system. You'll love them. Cassie once said they taste kind of like lobster, which I've never had, but I think it's supposed to be good. They're a specialty from my home planet. Adar breeds them on the agricultural deck. You can ask him to bring you a couple to sample. That's good to know. I'm actually kind of curious. I bet they taste great. I like fried stuff. And spicy. Something to dip them in.
Yeah.
Now you're talking. You gotta make us some sometime. I'll do my best, although I can't guarantee the result will be as good as Aunt Cassie's. I'm sure they'll turn out great. Certainly better than anything I could make. That's not saying much. Roswell's an absolutely abysmal cook. Harsh. And the truth, sadly. I can fix any piece of tech you put in front of me, but I have no idea how to put together a decent meal. I've been living on instant food since the diner closed. You'll be seeing a lot of me after you open up shop. Roswell snaps her fingers as if something just came to them.
Right.
Oh, yeah. I almost forgot. I have a welcome present for you. A present? Yeah, just a little welcome to the neighborhood gift. Roswell leans down and grabs the small duffel bag that was sitting on the couch. They dig around for a moment before pulling out a lumpy ball wrapped in festively patterned reusable cloth and handing it to me. Oh, thank you. Should I open it now or later in my room?
Definitely now. I want to see the look on your face.
Yes, I too am rather curious to see how you will respond. Between Seta's amusement and Roswell's naked enthusiasm, I feel a little bit nervous. Could this be a prank of some kind? No. These two don't seem the type to haze their new neighbor. Tentatively, I open the wrapping to reveal a fuzzy blue ball with big ears. It's a Furby! Its robotic yellow eyes click open and I flinch, almost dropping the contraption. Yikes!
Whoa, easy there.
I steady myself and take another look at it. Some kind of pet bot? The kind that's pretty popular with kids, but it's not any creature I recognize.
Do you like it?
I know it can be hard adjusting to a new place. I found this little cutie in a box of cat tree scraps Kale brought me back from Rannon and fixed them up to keep you company. They're supposed to be a rune. Well, a cartoonish interpretation of one. Kale said they were super popular in her homeworld when she was a cub.
Don't hold back. I told Roswell it was a bit of a juvenile idea.
Yeah.
That's just another word for fun. Anyway, be honest.
The little robot starts to let out a slight rumbling mechanical purr. There's no denying the sound is comforting in its own way. I love it! It's really cute. A bit creepy, but cute.
Right.
Creepy cute.
Exactly. Seta shudders.
Ugh.
Stares into your soul. Right into your soul.
That's part of the rune's charm. Gal told me in the wilds of Rannon they immobilize their prey with their stare.
Thanks so much, Roswell. This was so thoughtful of you. I really do love it. Roswell blushes, beaming with happiness. Their smile bright and as warm as sunshine. I feel myself starting to blush a little too.
You're welcome.
I had a feeling you'd be a fan.
I'm more than a fan. This little cutie and me are going to be the best of friends. Hearing that, the little pet bot rune... Oh, this should be thought, not talking. Petbot Rune starts purring even more. What does it do?
Well,
it's got basic AI. It will respond if you pet it or pick it up or talk to it. It can give off a little heat, too. You can also ask it for the weather.
What weather? We live on a space station.
Oh, okay, fine. It will tell you the weather if you take it planet size. Or the news.
They make a pointed glance at Seta.
Which is relevant everywhere. It's even got a built-in speaker function, so it can play your music.
All of which the AI assistant built into your living quarters can do.
Yes, but you can't cuddle the living quarters AI.
No, you cannot. Score one for the rune.
If you ever need any maintenance on it or anything else, give me a shout. I'm the head tech on the Hesperides. If it's broken, I can fix it.
Just then, an alarm on Roswell's palm pad sounds.
Speaking of which, duty calls. I better get back to the tech office.
And I should head back to the lab. It was good to meet you, Aqua. You guys as well.
Oh, hey, I have an idea. Why don't we all head to Wayfarer's Rest for drinks tonight? A little welcome party for a new friend. What do you say? We'll meet you after we're done working for the day.
I'll try my best to make it. I've got this experiment to...
Come on, it can wait. Come on, Seta. Live a little.
I live plenty. I live plenty. Yeah, that sounds fun. I guess I'll see you two later. I'm gonna drop my stuff off in my room and get settled in a little.
Take care.
Yeah, rest up. Take care, Aqua. See you later.
Seta gives me a friendly wave before turning around and walking out the block with Roswell following behind.
Right.
Now, I believe you have credits to transfer to me.
Oh, and here I was hoping you'd forget.
My room. I walk over to the door for room 3 and scan my palm pad. The door slides open and I take my first steps into my new home, carrying the rune in my arms as it continues to purr away. My bags were left in the sunken entry alcove, placed carefully by the delivery bot from earlier, I presume. I remove my shoes and take a look around the room. It's cozier than I expected it to be. There's a bathroom and a little kitchenette, as Officer Morency described. There's also a sleeping nook with plush-looking sheets and a warm golden glow coming from the lights in the walls of the nook. Finally, there is a surprisingly large window looking out into space. I can see the distant blinking sights of one of the stable wormhole entrances and the occasional flashes of starships zipping by. It's peaceful. I place the little rune pet bot on the shelf by my bed. Its little robot eyes blink a couple times, looking around the room. Does it say things? Oh.
Sekivo!
A little voice calls from inside the pet bot. The speakers crackle a little with age. What the? I take a seat on the bed and lean in till I'm eye level with the rune.
Vasharo.
No.
Vashavorash nuka?
The little robot's creature's ears move up and down as it looks at me. Are you speaking Kaatri?
Zakava!
I don't speak Kaatri. Sorry, little buddy.
Yes, Veshra.
The rune closes its eyes for a few moments and rumbles a little. When the rumbling stops, it opens them again.
Language path updated to Galactic Assembly Standard Dialect. Hello, friend. What's your name?
It's Aqua.
Hello, Aqua. Is there a name you would like me to respond to?
I want to call you... What should we call it? Opal. Opal.
Okay, I'll go by Opal from now on. Do you want to play?
Maybe some other time, little buddy. I want to take a nap. I say, peeling off my traveling clothes and flopping onto the bed. Somehow it's even comfier than it looked. I crawl under the covers and let out a contented sigh. Lights off. I call out, and the lights of the room switch off. I turn over in bed and look into the little rune's glowing eyes. Can you wake me up in a couple hours?
Of course, my friend Aqua. Sweet dreams.
Yay, we have a little buddy. I close my eyes and almost immediately fall asleep. When I wake from my nap, it's about an hour and a half before I'm supposed to meet Roswell and Seta at Wayfarer's Rest. I unpack my bags, take a refreshing water shower, and get dressed. I figure it won't hurt to be a bit early, so I decide to head to Wayfarer's Rest and have a drink while I wait. Yay, we get to meet my favorite. Well, I don't know, Vega's kind of my favorite. I walk into the Wayfarer's Rest. It's a dim space sparsely lit with neon. There are a handful of patrons scattered around occupying tables and stools along the bar. I decided to grab myself a spot at the counter. I look over one of the small drink menus on the bar, and as expected, none of the cocktails are anything I'm familiar with. The person behind the bar is a cat tree with long hair, wearing incredibly fine clothes, walks over to where I sit. Ooh, let's hear their voice. He places a glass of water in front of me on a purple cloth napkin and gives me an easy smile.
Welcome to Wayfarer's Rest, dear guest. I'm Leroux. Is there anything I can get started for you? Or would you like a bit more time with the menu?
Love it. Very good. I look over the unfamiliar list of drinks with alien ingredients. I recognize a few of them now thanks to Adar, but it's not really enough to know what I want. What would you recommend?
That depends.
Depends on what you like. I'm sure I can make you something that will be to your taste. Well, in that case, something sweet. I'd like something sweet. Sir. Can't do that in my ear. Then I have just the thing. Lara busies himself, taking bottles of liquor off the shelf behind him and mixing the ingredients together with practical efficiency. Once he's finished, he places a glass before me, filled with a deep purple liquid. I have to say, I have like a deep appreciation for the amount of artwork this, like, basically one person has created for this game. Like, all of the food and dishes and drinks and ingredients, like, it's hundreds, if not, I don't know, maybe thousands of images, and they hand drew every single one of them. Like, freaking kudos, man. Creepy and concerning. Dark, come on. Well, you don't like a little sultry? Once he's finished, he places a glass before me, filled with a deep purple liquid. There are 2 small blossoms floating on top, along with what I guess are 3 skewered keshri berries.
Here you go.
This is called Sumakta. It means spring twilight. When I host my spaghetti factory nights here in Toronto, I always get a twilight as my drink, and it's like purple and blue. Sultry, yes, but that chuckle sounded a little creepy. Okay, fair. And it's a classic Kayatri drink. I take a sip and the drink tastes sweet as candy. There's the unmistakable flavor of keshri berries with a floral note and a wine-like tannic taste at the end. Yeah, a Twilight tastes like a blue freezy, and it's so good. The first time I had it, I was like, oh no, I'm in trouble. It's delicious. What's in it? Bit of keshri set, some takmo, and a little keshri blossom syrup. So, what brings you to the Asperities, dear guest, and would you honor me by sharing your name? Lauro asks, his voice smooth as velvet. I'm Aqua. I just moved here today to take over management of the Milky Way diner. Lauro's eyes narrow slightly at my response.
Ah, so that's why you asked.
he says, still smiling, but there's a coldness in his tone that wasn't there before. You're here to steal my recipes, scope out the competition? Maybe you're looking to add a cocktail menu to the Milky Way diner. Kale told me about the new chef when she dropped off my delivery today. He makes a point of looking me up and down, sizing me up with his cat-like gaze.
She said you were cute for a human, but I don't quite know if I see it or not.
All right. Okay. You know what? You're in trouble. He leans casually on the counter behind him, arms folded, his eyes locked on mine. Or maybe, and this is crazy, I'm just here to enjoy a drink while I wait for my friends. Besides, are we really in competition? I asked matter-of-factly and unamused. You run a bar, and I run a diner. Those are pretty different niches. You don't have anything to worry about. Were you and my aunt competitors or something? Is that why you suddenly got all cagey the second you learned who I am? I asked, taking another sip of my drink, which is annoyingly good. We were friendly rivals, he says with a grin as he busies himself with cleaning glassware. I guess there would be a bit of competition for customers who are just passing through. This is very... I like it. I guess we'll just have to see who comes out on top, won't we? I smirk, taking another sip of my drink. Laura regards me with an amused expression. Though I guess I won't be able to get a drink as good as this one on the station if I run you out of business.
Well.
I knew he'd like it! I admire your confidence. I might just have to stop by the Milky Way diner and see just how good your cooking is. Decide for myself if I have to worry about you running me out of business, as you say. As long as you don't steal my recipes while you're at it. Lara lets out a purring chuckle. I don't quite think I'll need to resort to that. Friendly rivals, then? I ask, raising my glass. Friendly rivals. Lara says as he sets about prepping what looks to be garnishes for cocktails. As I continue to sip my drink, my eyes wander to the shelves of unfamiliar bottles. So what's in all these different bottles? I ask, pointing to the shelves behind Lara. It's not all alcohol, right?
No.
Not at all. Lara answers. Aurelians can't consume alcohol, nor can the Naru, but they have their own beverages that produce altered states. There's dream flower nectar from the Aurelian system. Lara turns around and pulls down a round bottle filled with a thick golden yellow substance, placing it on the counter for me to examine. It has a lovely sweet flavor and a mild psychedelic effect. I find rather enjoyable myself. Can humans drink it too? Yes, and the Naru can as well. Sadly, Scatrians are a bit sensitive to some of the compounds found within, so they generally don't consume it. Not unless they're looking to have a very wild night. I see. I say, picking up the bottle and turning it over in my hand, watching the golden, sparkling liquid swirl around inside. And this is Quilloon, the Naru drink of choice. Lara explains, pulling another bottle down from the shelf. This one is tall and skinny and filled with a mysterious, iridescent-looking liquid. It's made from puff-puff fish venom. Sadly, Katri can't enjoy this, but it's safe for you humans. I've been told it induces a lovely mellow high. I guess it makes sense that not every species can consume the same thing safely. Lara nods thoughtfully.
Quite.
It is indeed a very important thing to consider when you're providing food to multiple species. I've got a lot to learn if I don't want to end up accidentally poisoning someone. Well, that would be bad for your business. He muses before adding with a devilish smile. But potentially good for mine. All right. I hear the bar door behind me chime, and a familiar friendly voice calls out.
Hey!
Aqua, you made it! I turn around and see Roswell with Vega in tow.
I hope you don't mind.
That I invited Vega along. She mentioned you guys had met. Vega gives me a friendly little wave. Not at all. Good to see you again. Roswell looks behind me and waves at the bartender.
Hey, Laurel.
Welcome.
Dear guests, please take a seat wherever you like. Roswell and Vega walk over and join me at the bar.
Ooh, can I get
a bottle of Keshak, please? Lara nods pleasantly, taking a purple glass bottle out from under the counter and popping off the cap before handing it to Roswell. What's that? Is it any good? It's kind of like a beer, so I like it. They take a drink from the bottle. I've been looking forward to this all day. Might carry any human drinks here? Yeah. Why don't you carry any human drinks here, Lara?
Well,
Oh, I used to carry some Martian beer, but Roswell and Cassie were the only ones who ever ordered it. Lara shrugs. It was a business decision. Ugh. I feel personally victimized by this business decision. You're lucky this Keshok is so good.
Ooh, I'll have one of those as well, please.
Lara raises an eyebrow at Vega.
my apologies.
I'm sorry, miss, but I'm afraid I can't serve you Keshok. It's alcoholic.
Oh, right. Whoops. Silly me.
Vega laughs awkwardly. It's her first time out of her home system, too. I explained to Lara.
Well,
How about a Dreamflower Rochette Fizz instead?
He asked, turning to Vega.
Yes, please.
Sure, that works too.
Lara turns around and busies himself preparing Vega's drink. So, what's the status of your ship? I turn to Vega and ask.
Well,
Respectfully, it's not a ship, it's a fossil.
Hey,
No offense. Roswell raises her
the
hands.
thing is,
It's an Arulian radar. The class of ship hasn't been in production for like 75 years. I'm impressed that it's even still operational. I doubt it would even pick up on most modern scanners. Vega's lucky the sensors we have here on the station are also fossils. The rescue team might not have reached her in time otherwise. I told Vega that I could fix it, but it's gonna take me a while to find the compatible parts I'm missing. I said she'd be better off just cutting her losses and flying commercial, but she said,
but I said that I'd rather just wait.
Vega says, cutting Roswell off.
It's not like I'm in a hurry. Besides, the station seems nice.
here you go.
Here's your Rochette Fizz, Miss Vega.
Lara says, placing the drink and napkin in front of Vega with a smile.
Thank you.
Lara, right?
Correct.
A pleasure.
The door chime goes off again.
over here.
Adar, Sadat. Roswell calls, waving them both over to the bar. They turn to me unapologetically. Apologetically.
Well,
Okay, so maybe I didn't just also invite Vega along. I thought a welcome party would be fun. The others should be here soon, too. The others?
yeah.
Yeah, Shiwu, Saria, and KL. You've met them all, right? I have. Great. It's gonna be a great night. Roswell turns to Seth and Adar.
Hey.
Hey guys, this is Vega. They motion towards Vega with a flourish. She's also new to the station. Her starship exploded and she's very lucky to not be dead. Vega bows towards Adar. She then greets Sedith with an arcing gesture from her forehead outward with her right hand.
Hello.
It's a pleasure to meet you both.
It's good to meet you. Hello.
Adar says with a polite bow, I can tell he's making an effort to speak louder so he can be understood over the music and conversations. He tilts his head slightly as he looks at Vega.
I'm sorry to ask, but have we met before?
Vega shifts a little at Adar's question. So my theory is she's some sort of, like, royalty or, like, princess or, like, politician's daughter, like, and she's escaping the life that was set for her. That's my theory.
No? Why?
Sorry.
Of course. Sorry I asked. You look so familiar, but I can't quite remember how.
I guess I just have one of those faces.
Vega says with an uncomfortable laugh, turning to continue talking to Roswell.
Would you like to order?
Anything I can get you, boys?
I will have.
A Sekesh neat, please.
I'll have.
A Nectar Spritz, please.
Coming right up.
Lara returns and gets to work on their drinks. Did you guys both have a good rest of your day? I asked Sedith and Adar.
Yes.
It was productive.
I've been wondering what exactly it is you research out here, Sedith.
I'm a deep space biophysicist. My area of study involves a particular near microscopic species that lives in the vacuum of space called tarsecs. They're particularly drawn to areas where the fabric of space and time is a bit looser, so the nexus point of 4 stable wormholes is an ideal place to collect samples and study them.
But how does the species even survive in the vacuum of space?
Well,
The answer to that question is a bit too complicated for this setting, but perhaps you could come by my lab someday and I could explain my research a bit more thoroughly then.
That'd be really cool. I'd be happy to take you up on that. I turned to Adar. Did you have a good day too, Adar? He nods.
We transformed some strawberry seedlings to the grow towers.
You grow strawberries here too? When will they be ready to harvest?
In about 2 weeks. I'll include some in your produce delivery once they're ready.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'd love some as well.
Lara says, handing Adar and Sedith their drinks.
I have a great idea for a new cocktail.
Hey.
All right, let's get this party started. calls a familiar voice from the entrance of the bar. I look over to see Kale stride into the Wayfarer's Rest.
Sekevo.
Tak mo vozrash.
Seke votash.
Varushma. Lara responds in Keatre and pours Kale a shot of clear alcohol. She takes a shot from Lara and slams it back in one swift motion. Whoo! That's what I'm talking about. She exclaims, then turns to Roswell.
Hey, Sparky.
Sparky! Roswell and Kale share a high five that become a surprisingly elaborate secret handshake. My hands are so dry, like some hand cream. She then turns to Adar, giving him a friendly pat on the back. Sorry.
Sprout.
She's got nicknames for everybody. And I'm Sugar. Oh my god. My man, how are those seeds I brought back last time doing? They're doing great. They just started germinating.
Uh-huh.
Love to hear it.
Sedith.
Always fun to see you out of your science cave. The word you're looking for is laboratory. Yeah, but science cave is just way more fun to say. And you, Kale says, turning to me with a bright smile.
Hey, you.
How was your day, Sugar? I hear Sedith mutter. You really could not wait till Aqua got settled before trying to charm them, huh? Kale shoots him an icy glare before turning back to me. Ooh. They don't like each other. It was pretty good, I'd say. Lots of new friends, as you can see. I have to ask, are you going to keep calling me that from now on? Not unless you ask me to stop. Nah, I don't mind. Vega taps twice on Kale's shoulder to get her attention.
Hello. Hello. We haven't met yet. I'm Vega.
Hey.
Oh, hi. Sorry. I didn't mean to ignore you there. As Kale and Vega introduce themselves to one another, my attention shifts to the two other people entering the Wayfarer's Rest, Officer Morency and Saria. They walk over and join us at the bar.
Good evening.
Yes, Doctor and Officer. Anything I can get for you, my dear guests?
I'll have.
I'll take a glass of Quilloom.
I'll have...
And just some iced tea with mineral water, please.
Coming right up.
Iced tea with mineral water. Lara says with an easy smile.
How are you feeling?
Much better, thanks for asking.
Of course.
We'll try not to keep you out so late. You need your rest to adjust to GA standard time. Days are a bit longer than you're probably used to. Speaking of rest, she turns to Officer Morency.
How are you feeling today?
This is a little unprofessional, frankly. Are you getting enough rest, Shiwu?
Well...
The meds you gave me are doing their job, helping me fall asleep, but I still find myself waking up multiple times in the night. I see. Come by my office tomorrow and we'll talk more.
Well then.
Maybe I could make you something that could help. Lara offers placing Officer Morency and Saria's drinks on the counter in front of them. I'll remind you that I'm 2 years sober. Officer Morency says with an exasperated sigh.
No.
Something non-alcoholic. Honestly, I'm hurt you'd think I'd disrespect your sobriety like that.
If you like.
Though if you need someone to come to your room and read you a bedtime story. Lara winks at Officer Morency suggestively, but he completely ignores Lara. Totally unfazed by his comment, Officer Morency takes a sip of his iced tea.
Seriously?
Honestly, why does everyone on the station care about how much sleep I get? No. Because you have friends who care about you. I'd be thankful to have so many people caring enough to check in on me. You're lucky.
Right.
Aqua is right. We just all want to see you happy and healthy. Me especially as your friend and as your physician.
I guess.
I know, and I do know how fortunate I am and thankful for it. I'm just not the biggest fan of being fretted over so much. I can take care of myself. But I'll come by the med bay on my break tomorrow. Can I come see you tomorrow too, Saria? Oh, of course you can, Aqua. But didn't you just say you were feeling much better? I am, but I might have some trouble adjusting to the time change, like you said. Maybe I could bring you lunch, since you said earlier you were looking forward to not having to cook for every meal?
You're sweet.
But you really don't need to trouble yourself, Aqua. I could wait for the diner's opening, like everyone else, but I'll be happy to give you a quick checkup tomorrow should any problems arise. Yeah, of course. Sorry if I overstepped there. You seem to care for everyone here so much. I wanted to do something to make you feel cared for, too. You didn't overstep at all, so don't worry. But I won't be accepting any special treatment. Not unless you want to deliver lunch to Shiwu and everyone else. As conversation continues, Roswell climbs onto the bar. They stand on the counter and call out to the assembled group.
All right, can I have your attention now that everyone's here?
Please get off the bar.
Right, sorry.
Roswell hops off the bar and back onto their seat.
As I was saying, let's make a toast.
Friends! New friends!
To new friends and
Yeah.
the grand reopening of the Milky Way Diner.
Cheers! Cheers! Heck yeah.
Good morning, Aqua. Today's GAC date is 0102M2/6791. Here are today's biggest news headlines. Today are the quarterfinals of the Galactic Assembly Reek-Tick Cup. The match between the Tellian Solar Storms and the Sketro World Claws will be starting at 15-hour GA Standard Time. The trio of human generation ships known as the Three Magi will be passing through the Alpha Centauri Warp Gate and entering Keatri space today. The Keatri High Council released the following statement from the Vestibular in Akvara. We welcome our wandering friends from across the stars as dear guests into our space and look forward to fostering a deeper connection and understanding between our species as we share our skies over the next 5 rotations. This concludes today's headlines. Have a great day!
Seth is sitting on the couch in the conversation pit, reading something on his holoscreen and drinking something from what looks to be a nutritional pouch. Morning, Seth. Did you sleep okay?
Good morning.
Good morning, Aqua. I am adequately rested, yes. That's good. Do you mind if I take a seat? Seth gestures to the empty couch with his hand holding the holoscreen. You do realize you don't have to ask me permission. The space is just as much yours now as it is mine or Roswell's. I know. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't disturbing you or anything. I step down into the conversation pit and take a seat on the couch across from Seth. If I really didn't want to be disturbed, I would have stayed in my quarters. He says, rolling his eyes.
Well,
So, how are you feeling this morning? Sorry, I just want to check if I... Oh, neat. Gail is offline. Sorry. Horoscope. Day 2. Take time to reflect. A surprise might be on the way. What does that mean? Oh, we've got photos. Oh, fun. Okay. And then we've got recipes. Okay. So, how are you feeling this morning? I may have... Well rested. I feel well rested. The impromptu welcome party at Wayfarer's Rest had been a great time. After a while of chatting, drinking, and sharing snacks, most of the assembled group had decided to call it a night before it got too late. Lara, of course, had to keep working till the bar closed, but Roswell and Kale had decided to go to the entertainment deck for karaoke. They had extended an invitation for me to join, but I had decided it would be best to follow Dr. Saria's advice and make sure I got enough rest to adjust to the time change. Aw, I want to do karaoke. I want to do space karaoke.
I'm happy you came by in the end, Setath. I had a great time with you all. I wasn't expecting such a warm welcome. Everyone's been so kind.
And then I remember Lara's sour attitude when he discovered I was his new rival. Well, almost everyone. Have you seen Roswell yet this morning?
No.
I'm not. And considering they went out with Kyle after the party, I don't expect to see them for a while longer. They'll doubtlessly be trying to sleep off their inevitable hangover. They must really like to party. Do you ever join them? I don't make a habit of it. Roswell is pleasant enough company, but KL... Sedith pulls an annoyed-looking face. Well, I digress. Thinking back to the welcome party last night, KL and Sedith didn't talk all that much. Maybe they don't get along? Search for a change of topic. I search for a change of topic. What are you drinking? And if it's caffeinated, where can I get some? A caffeinated? Oh, right. That stimulant you humans like.
No.
No. Sadly, for you, it's not. It's called Ritkesh. It's a meal replacement with some supplement.
You see?
My species requires a highly varied and nutritional dense... My species requires a highly varied and nutritionally dense diet in order to survive. It was developed to fill in any gaps in our nutrition that result from living off-world.
I see. Is it any good?
Sedith twitches off his holoscreen and places it on the table between us. He leans forward, corners of his mouth creeping up into his sly smile that shows his pointed teeth.
Well...
Would you like to try a sip for yourself? It's not toxic to humans, though I can't guarantee you'll be a fan of the taste. His tone and expression look almost amused. I'm tempted to try, but something about the way he's acting makes me wonder if this is an offer worth taking him up on. Yeah. Sure, I'll give it a try. Thank you for offering. Don't thank me yet. Is it mostly bugs? It's gonna be mostly bugs. It's gonna be mostly bugs. I narrow my eyes at Seth as he hands me the pouch. That's not suspicious at all. If I get food poisoning and end up in the med bay, I'm telling Saria it was your fault. Seth reaches over the table, offering the pouch of Ritkesh to me. I look at the drink in my hand, then to Seth, who is still smiling, and back to the drink. Here goes nothing. I lift the pouch to my lips and take a small experimental sip. It has a consistency similar to a protein shake, thick and somewhat chalky, with a slightly sweet, savory flavor. And spicy. Very spicy. Burning, in fact. I feel my face starting to flush and my eyes filling up with tears. I cough, handing the pouch of Ritkesh back to Seta. Why is it so spicy? And how are you able to drink this whole thing?
You see,
mammals like you humans are more sensitive to capsaicin than reptiles like myself. To me, this just has a light, pleasant kick. Seta takes another sip of the Ritkesh. And you didn't think to warn me about that before? I cough out. I find myself reconsidering my early judgment that Seth wasn't the hazing the new neighbor type. Seta shrugs, still smiling.
well,
I did say I wouldn't guarantee you'd like it. Roswell is a fan, though.
No.
Not first thing in the morning. At least not unless I want an excuse to call in sick. Look at this cute outfit! Little sleepy time outfit. I turn around to see Roswell coming out of his room looking visibly hungover. They walk over to the common kitchen, opening the mini fridge before removing 2 small bottles. Here, this'll help. They say, reaching over my shoulder and handing me one. The label tells me it's a vanilla and Keshri berry flavored soy milk drink. You're a lifesaver, Roswell. I say, opening the bottle and basically chugging the drink. The cold, sweet, creamy drink is delicious and eases the burning sensation on my tongue. Roswell flops face down onto the couch and gives me a thumbs up. You got it. They say, their voices muffled by the cushions. How are you holding up, Roswell? Hey, FCT! How you doing? Good to see you. Happy New Year. Happy 2026. I'm starting to think Shiwu has the right idea. Alcohol is poison. Roswell says, turning over onto their back. You should go to the med bay for a hangover cure. I know. But Saria literally told me last night not to overdo it trying to keep up with Kale at the bar. Great to see you. Wish I could stay, but I'm at work. No worries. Take care. Have a good day at work. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate it. You're concerned she'll give you a lecture if she sees you? Roswell groans, grimacing and covering their face in one hand. Don't say it like that. They grumble. But yes. I'll go around midday if I don't start feeling better. Sorry, we'll probably be on break around that time. I can get a hangover cure from Vatro or one of the other doctors to save myself the embarrassment. Might not be as effective of a hangover cure. Oh, sorry, that's me. Might not be as effective as a hangover cure as what the medbay can offer, but how do pancakes sound? Pancakes. Oh, cute! Roswell's hand drops from their face, revealing a wide-eyed expression so grateful and excited you would think I had offered them 10,000 credits instead of a plate of carbs.
Oh my, really?
Pancakes sounds like heaven! And the carbohydrates will help return your blood sugar back to normal. I've got the ingredients to make them at the diner. Want to head down with me soon?
Yeah.
Absolutely, yes!
You are an angel and a saint. I owe you my life.
Did you guys know in high school my nickname was Angel? It was like one of my first online handles, too. Consider it a thank you for the warm welcome. The welcome party. The pet bot. I think if anything, I'm the one who owes you.
Nah.
It was all just part of my plan to win you over and have you make me hangover pancakes. Ah, I see. This was all a grift. And here I thought you were just a cool, generous, friendly person. You think I'm cool? I thought. Now that I know you were just putting on an act. I wasn't.
Roswell blurts out, breaking character. They sigh, shaking their head. I feel a bit smug knowing I got them to break character first.
Anytime.
Seriously though, Aqua.
I'm glad I was able to make you feel welcome. You don't know me.
So no pancakes?
Well,
You don't know me pancakes, but I would really, really appreciate some.
Let's go make pancakes! I unlock the diner's door with my palm pad and the lights turn on. I make my way behind the bar into the kitchen and Roswell sits on a stool on the other side. I peek into the walk-in, taking a quick inventory of the ingredients I have on hand. There are the fruits and vegetables Adar brought yesterday, though I need to ask him to deliver more before I can open the diner properly. I rummage around the dry ingredient stores too. Let's see. Coffee. I mutter to myself as I look through the pantry.
Oh, Cassie never served coffee here, so I don't think you'll find any back there.
I whip my head around, looking at Roswell with surprise. Seriously? No coffee at a diner? That feels wrong somehow. Every place I'd ever been to in Helios that called itself a diner always offered coffee. Roswell shrugs.
yeah.
I haven't had it in years. Caffeine is toxic to every other species but us, you know?
I didn't, but I'm glad I do now. What drink am I supposed to serve people? I feel like coffee at a diner kind of thing.
Well,
There's a Lashu brewer right there.
I follow Roswell's gesture to the machine behind me. I was wondering what that was. Oh yeah, I think I've heard of Lashu. It's made of powdered beans and grains, right? It's not super common where I'm from, so I've never tried it.
here.
There should be some in the pantry. I'll help you find and show you how to work the machine.
That would be great, thanks. With Roswell's help, I find a large bag of Lashu powder. They show me how to load it into the machine and start the cold brewing process. It only takes a minute before the machine chimes, and I fill up a pitcher with an opaque beige liquid that vaguely reminds me of milk. Roswell returns to their seat, and I pour both of us a mug of the stuff. When I try a sip, I'm surprised at how tasty the drink is. It's creamy and nutty, with a slight touch of some kind of warming spice that tastes like a cross between cinnamon and clove. Like a chai, almost. That's actually really good.
Mm-hmm.
I had a feeling you'd enjoy it. Pretty much everyone else does. Pretty much everyone else I've ever met does.
I put my mug down. All right, pancakes. What kind would you like? I can make them plain, but I can also add some fruit. I've got keshri berries, sea berries, and ruby fruit. Roswell looks thoughtful for a moment before making their decision.
Ooh, can I get?
Could I have mine with ruby fruit, please?
Coming right up. Just sit tight, I say with a smile. Okay, so pancakes. Jelly like thickening. Well, we need flour and milk. Oh, ruby fruit. Right. Ruby fruit. Recipes. Strawberries. So flour, soy milk, and sweetener. So I think I need like sugar, right? Hey, ruby fruit pancakes. Serve. All right, 1 order of ruby fruit pancakes for Roswell. I pretend to look around the empty diner. Roswell laughs in amusement.
Over here.
Right. Oh man, these look awesome. I slide the plate of fluffy, thick, golden brown pancakes in front of Roswell. Dig in. I'm gonna make some more for myself.
Don't mind if I do.
Roswell grabs their utensils and enthusiastically begins to cut into the pancakes. They cut themselves in a hearty slice and take their first bite.
Wow.
Oh my god, Aqua. These are seriously awesome. I'm not just saying that because carbs hit different when you're hungover.
I'm happy you think so.
They're so fluffy and thick. I was right when I called you an angel earlier, because I've died and gone to breakfast heaven.
I make really good pancakes, by the way. My pancakes are also very fluffy and very thick. But I'm Canadian, and you know, maple syrup. If you come from a place that makes maple syrup and you can't make good pancakes, it's not going to work out well for you. When I met my husband, though, who's from Ireland, over there they usually have pancakes with lemon juice and sugar. It's so weird. Now my husband's such a snob that he won't eat pancakes with table syrup. It has to be real maple syrup, which is pricey, by the way. They're just about to take their second bite when they are startled by a knock at the diner's front window. I bet you it's KL. Roswell and I both turn around to see it. Oh, it's Vega waving at us. The chime goes off and she leans into the doorway.
Good morning.
Good morning, you two. Are you open for business already? Her voice sounds a little awkward. I remember the promise I had made to her yesterday about letting her know when the diner would open, and I feel sorry for making her think I'd gone back on my word. No, not yet. We're just having some breakfast. But you're welcome to come in and join us if you'd like. I wave her over and Vega's face lights up with relief.
Yes! Stars, yes, I'd love to. Thank you, Aqua.
She rushes over to the counter and takes a seat next to Roswell, who resumes eating. Are you hungry, Vega? I'm making pancakes if you want to try some.
They're a human dish, right?
They are. Oh, they're so nummy. Roswell says between big bites of food.
Thank you.
I'd love some. Thank you, Aqua.
How would you like them? I can make them for you plain or with kesri berries, sea berries, or ruby fruit.
Can I get...
Could I get pancakes with sea berry, please?
Of course, a sea berry pancake coming right up. Okay, so we need we need sea berries, we need flour, soy milk, and sugar. Pretty! Serve. I plate up 2 stacks of sea berry pancakes, one for Vega and one for myself. Oh, perfect, I made some for myself. Here you go, Vega. I hope human food won't disappoint you too much, I say, placing the plate of pancakes in front of Vega, whose eyes are sparkling with anticipation. She cuts herself a piece of pancake, making sure to get her first bite with the perfect pancake to topping ratio. As she tastes it, her eyes go wide and she lets out a squeal of delight.
It's so tasty.
Yay! These are amazing! They're so soft and fluffy and perfectly sweet, too,
she says, her free hand touching her cheek. I begin to dig into my own breakfast, trying them for myself. I'm really pleased with how they turned out. The slightly salty flavor from the sea berries brings a really nice balance to the sweet pancakes. See, I don't put sugar in my pancakes. My pancakes are just flour, egg, and milk. Oh, God. Oh, I needed that stretch.
I can't believe humans start their days with something so decadent. I'm jealous. I wish I could get all the nutrients I need from food like this.
Vega muses, continuing to dig into her breakfast.
So do I.
Roswell says with a laugh.
Well,
pancakes are more of a comfort food. Oh, new driver ready. Pancakes are more of a comfort food rather than something we eat every day. I explain. Across human cultures, savory breakfasts are more common than sweet ones. Roswell nods in agreement.
My Patty, my grandma on my mom's side, used to make our family idlis and sambar for breakfast all the time.
What is that? I don't know what that is. Idlis and sam. Well, let's look up idlis. Soft, fluffy, savory steamed cakes made from fermented batter of ground rice and black lentils, a staple in South Indian and Sri Lankan cuisine. They're known for being a healthy, protein-rich, vegan and gluten-free breakfast option. Oh, they kind of look like pancakes. This is what they look like, so everyone can see. It makes sense if they're... It's interesting, fermented batter of ground rice and black lentils. And then what was the other thing? Sambar. Sambar. What is sambar? Sambar typically refers to either popular South Indian lentil-based vegetable stew. Oh, so it's like a stew. Would you dip the idlis in the stew? Very cool. I like learning about food.
It was so good. Pillowy steamed rice cakes and lentil and vegetable stew.
There you go.
Oh.
That sounds super tasty. Aurelian breakfast is light, like atlas bean or starcat mushroom soup or a fruit salad.
It is on the weekly breakfast rotation. Aurelian breakfast sounds really delicious. I don't usually like to eat super heavy breakfast in the morning. That's true. When I make, if I do a big fry up or pancakes, that's usually the biggest meal of the day. Pancakes are a nice treat, but after I have them, I always want to take a nap.
Atlas bean soup is a really solid way to start the day, too. There's this flash frozen brand Adar got me hooked on. That's better than it has any right to be. I was actually thinking of heating some up for breakfast before Aqua offered pancakes.
An offer you couldn't refuse.
That's right.
Exactly. Is the sweeter, spicy version more common where you're from, Vega?
There's a split second where I noticed Vega tense up at Roswell's question. So quick, I wonder if I imagined it or not.
Well?
I'm from Avarnia, so we eat the sweet version.
She explains.
Truth be told, I can't handle spicy food at all.
Vega says, sounding a little embarrassed.
Aww. That's too bad. You're missing out on so much good food. I know. It's awful. One time my family was hosting...
Vega hesitates for a beat before continuing.
Right.
some family friends, Sketro. And they were so thoughtful and brought us these fancy snacks as gifts. So of course I tried one and oh my stars, it was so embarrassing. It was so spicy. I tried to play it cool, but my face got all flushed and I started coughing. I even got crumbs on one of their dress jackets. I was mortified. Our guests laughed it off, but I had a stomachache for the rest of the night, and after they left, my mother scolded me for being impolite.
Roswell sighs wistfully.
Oh man, I wish Sedith would bring me a fancy spicy gift snacks.
You could always try to slowly build up your spice tolerance if you feel like you're missing out. But don't push yourself to eat something you know will make you sick.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd be open to trying, but I think I'm a little traumatized at this point. So, what else are you thinking of putting on the menu once you're open for real?
It's a good question. Any ideas, Roswell?
There was this one soup your aunt had on the menu, and all sorts of vegetables from different planets. Tomatoes, snow roots, Sketro chilies. Oh, and atlas beans, too. Other than that, maybe mapo tofu? That's one of my favorite dishes ever. There's this restaurant in the Casper that I always used to go eat when I was younger. They make it with spiny bug and Sketro chilies. It's literally the best.
That substitution makes sense. Sketro chilies have that numbing spice kind of like the way mala does. What about the tofu, though? Do you know where I'd be able to get some?
They make it fresh on the ag deck. They use atlas beans, so the flavor is different, but only a little. In Arulian, it's called limta. Ooh, limta is so good. Have you ever had it cold with a Vernian mint dressing?
Big ass Roswell, who finishes swallowing their pancake before answering.
Yeah.
I had it once at Adar's place. He made me lunch while I was doing some repairs on his suite.
Both of those sound delicious. Thanks so much for the ideas, you two. It's kind of hard to know what to cook when I'm not familiar with most of the ingredients.
Anytime.
Happy to help.
Yeah.
Anytime.
So what do you guys have planned for today? I asked, gathering everyone's empty plates and loading them into the sanitizer.
I've got to head to the tech office soon. I've got some core stabilizers to fix in one of the maintenance crafts. And I got a text from Shiwo. He says he has to talk to me about adding superfluous modifications to station tech. Excuse me. Or whatever. I think I'm going to explore the station. Maybe do some reading. What about you, Aqua?
I'm going to clean up here and do some inventory. And later I think I'm going to do some shopping and buy some more ingredients.
You should go to Ashket's General then. They've got some pantry staples and stuff.
I'll swing by there for sure then. I'm thinking I want to try opening for real business tomorrow. Roswell whistles.
Nice.
Look at you diving right in.
Huh?
Wow, already? Are you sure you won't be too tired?
Yeah, I think I'll be fine. Kind of feeling like I want to hit the ground running, you know?
For sure.
I totally get that. I always feel fired up when I've got a new project. I can't help but roll up my sleeves and get started right away.
Well,
Sounds like you both have busy days ahead of you. I don't want to keep you both, so I'll get going.
thank you so much.
For the pancakes, Aqua, they were amazing. I can't wait to order them again when your diner opens for real. Same here. Talk about the ultimate hangover cure.
That was delicious.
They were so tasty. I was really tempted to ask for seconds after I finished mine.
I shrug. You could have.
Nah.
Roswell lets an exaggerated scoff.
And make you go back to cooking while you were eating? Nah. You're too kind for your own good, Aqua. You should be careful. People might take advantage of you.
I'll keep that in mind, Roswell. It was my pleasure, you two. I hope you both have a good day.
Have a nice day.
You too, Aqua. See you.
Bye.
Bye! Roswell and Vega both wave as they head out of the diner. Once they're gone, I roll up my sleeves. It's time to get to work. I wonder if I can save? Quick save? Quick save complete. You know what? Let's just save here. And then... Oh, okay. That's good. Let's return to the
Love
main
at
menu.
the Milky Way Diner.
Because it is 1:30. And I have to get dinner going and get ready for work. So let's see if anybody's around to raid. Stump's on playing Mudborn. Max has been up for a bit. Yeah, let's raid into Stumped.
for funsies. Here is your follower raid message, and here is your sub raid message to copy and paste whichever one works for you. We unlocked bonus streams in January, so I'm actually going to be streaming tomorrow and Thursday and Friday night this week. So bonus. Tomorrow is going to be an art stream. There's a couple of sketches, donation sketches that I want to finish up for Alistair and Link for their donations. They're very generous donations. We hit over $600 on our Tiltify Starlight Children's Foundation Christmas charity. So I want to get that done for them. And I'm going to be in Ottawa in a couple weeks at the Winterfest show. So I have artwork to start and or finish to do with that. But so I will be back tomorrow around the same bat time, same bat channel for me. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Happy 2026. I'm so glad y'all were here. I'm gonna slap on the end credits. Say thank you for all the sits, all the what? All the subs, the bits, the follows, and the love. Take care of yourselves. We're gonna raid into Stump Gamers very soon. Have a wonderful rest of your night, and I will see you soon. Bye!